Greeting. Greeting. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Spicy, I ain't even have my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings. When you flash it, and when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even have my coffee. Good morning. Time to show and prove, show you what I've been doing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. With a passion, I'm trying to get to know you. Why you thinking that I'm asking? I like to get it poppin', 'cause my sound is good morning, Venus. I just woke up out my sleep, threw some water on my face. Yeah, it's just another day. Let's go! Ain't no tossing and turning on time for insomnia. I know the best way to make it is to cut the drama and give it my all and follow through on what I promise. And even if I fail, at least I was honest. See, I can only do what's in my power to do, and what good is this power if I use it like a fool? If I wanna make it to the top, I gotta study clues, or I can sit back and just watch the news. Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flash it. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. I just put my watch on, you know what time it is. I'm chasing my purpose in this music business. Let's get it in, I'm so focused on my mission. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. All right, we are back. Hey, Ginger, good morning. Hey. So why the heck are they tripping? Is it because I'm the one that they see in their visions? I got a million different ways I can hit with precision, and I know I'm gifted because the way that I speak causes change. And even though it's hard, I stayed in my lane. Hey, you got to stay in your lane, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, tap the screen. Shay, good morning. Oh, yes. You know what we came to do. Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, oh my goodness. Oh yes, thank you for the subscription. Let's go. Shout out to you. I'll shout out Utah, but I'm not shouting out none of that Trump stuff. Cut it out. We don't do that over here. Hey. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, Joe? We're back in the Thunderdome. You know what time it is. Don't be a photocopy, be yourself. Woo! Don't be a photocopy, be yourself. It's very important you don't be a photocopy, ladies and gentlemen. Be yourself. Don't be a photocopy, be yourself. Don't be a photocopy, be yourself. MAGA is weirdos. I completely agree. Lipton, greetings. How are you? Yes, greetings, Heaven. Hey! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's me, Mr. Cross, aka Zeus. Yes. And as you can tell, lightning does strike twice over here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Alright, we done. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Greetings, Jess. How are you? Greetings, Melissa Hummingbird. Alright. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Thunderdome. I am your host. I'm your pilot. You know exactly why we are here. We're here to do a lot of things, but before we get into that, I want to introduce myself. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they say Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. The first H is because I'm honest, the second H is because I'm humble, and the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because you've guessed it, I am and will always remain the most handsome. Yes, Maureen. Yes, Zena. All right. And now many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of TikTok. All right. On this side of town, what we do is very, very special. We hold our friends on the right, especially their cult leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds as well as their crimes. All right. And believe you me, isn't it safe to say that when it comes to dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds, our friend on the right, they seem to have hit the jackpot? I mean, these people religiously, day in and day out, get on this app and spread misinformation and disinformation, right? So what we do is we counter that with the truth. Make sure I get it all queued up, all right? So I got some news for you. You'll be doing this at the end. You will look like, oh, okay. Listen, if you are a Trump supporter, do we have any Trump supporters in the chat this morning? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, real quickly. If you are a Trump supporter, I'm going to give you the opportunity of a lifetime, all right? Do I see any Trump supporters? All right, you might want to leave. Okay, Jessica. Okay. You might want to leave this live, Jessica, because it's going to get very, very uncomfortable for you in here. All right. I've been doing this for quite a while. All right, and what I'm going to be doing is bringing an overwhelming amount of truth, and it's designed to get you out of that cult that you have somehow found yourselves in. All right. So if you don't want Zeus to ruin your breakfast this morning, do us all a huge favor. Leave this live and go hang out with those other fake TikTok hosts. You know exactly who they are, all right? Those fake content creators that will get on this app and they will cry with you and they will try to convince you this country is about to go down in flames. All right, you go hang out with them, all right? Because they'll lie to you. Over here, we won't. All right. If you're hungry, we're going to give you so much truth. Guess what you're going to do? You're not going to be so hungry anymore. You know what you're going to do? You're going to go start crying, right? Elisha, nice to see you. Long time no see, my friend. All right. So leave now before it gets too dangerous for you in here. All right. But see, here's the thing. I know you don't believe me and you don't got to, but you might want to listen to your leader.
Not happy here.
Hold on.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
All right, MAGA. If you're still here, that's on you. That is truly on you. First things first. Yesterday, Donald Trump, I want to address this, all right? He went to Arlington National Cemetery. Does anyone know why he went to Arlington National Cemetery? Does anyone know why he went there yesterday? I'm curious. Does anybody know why he went to Arlington National Cemetery yesterday, all right? Quiet as it is kept, he said it, yes, to Griff. That's a great one, too. He went there, yep. It was a photo op. All right. It was a photo op yesterday. This man really shouldn't be around our men and women in uniform. And you would have thought while he was there, he would have at least tried to pretend like he cared about our troops. You know, have a little more passion when he talks, right? You would have thought he would have taken this entire thing very, very serious, all right? What he did yesterday, all right, I'm not kidding you. What he did yesterday, it was an embarrassment. And I do mean embarrassment. I don't even like to use the word embarrassment. What Donald Trump did yesterday at Arlington National Cemetery was a complete embarrassment. I understand why he doesn't want to debate Kamala Harris. All right, this is a preview, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is, how old is Donald Trump? 78 years old. He has dementia. He's too old to be running to be president. And he gets up here and he disrespects our troops. All right, listen to, I'm not going to play all of this. Is a whole hour of just, he must have soiled his diaper right before he started speaking. They must not have allowed him to have any Diet Cokes. You know, I was expecting to see a strong, powerful commander-in-chief, someone trying to be that, give reverence to our men and women in uniform. But no, he got up there, he made it all about him, and he sounds like he's basically one step away from crying, 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot out of the grave. This guy is not fit to be president of these United States.
Political class that sends our guardsmen and women to defend the borders of distant foreign nations while we surrender our own borders to an invasion right here at home, the likes of which we've never seen before. You missed birthdays and holidays deploying overseas in the global war on terror only Kamala Harris
Listen to how he
is
sounds.
letting terrorists come into our country.
Kamala Harris is not letting terrorists come into this country. I don't know why Donald Trump keeps believing that. I don't know why he keeps saying this. This is why we got to leave his microphone on when they debate. Let this man show everyone what's really going on up here. Do you Trump supporters understand this man is the most dangerous person that we should ever let in the White House? There is not a single coherent, well thought out statement this man can make. It's impossible for him. All right, listen to this.
At record numbers and letting jihadists pour into our homeland by the thousands and thousands and thousands.
Where are you getting this stuff from, Donald Trump?
And while you've risked your lives to defend our rights and liberties and our borders, our opponents have waged war on those liberties from the White House, attacking free speech, censoring dissidents, and trying to...
All right, let me say this. I haven't said it yet. Forgive me. If you are a Trump supporter, please do not spam anything in my comment section unless it's the truth. All right? Because I want to keep my comment section very clean. You're all a bunch of liars. All right? And if you don't listen to me, there's a chance my moderators might pin your comment up. All right? Or I just might randomly select you to get in the box and put some meat on the bone. So if you don't want me to call on you and ask you to back up whatever it is you're saying, do us all a huge favor.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Some people are actually here to learn. I get it. You're not capable of learning. I get it. All right. But if you just be quiet for a split second, actually for a few minutes. All right. I wish it was the whole lot. You just might learn something.
Put their political opposition in jail. Never happened before. I'm in this fight to defeat the corrupt political class in Washington that's hurting you very badly, whether we know it or not, and to reclaim America's future as a free and sovereign nation ruled.
Hold on. See, this is what I'm talking about, Billy. All right, Billy, I'm in here trying to, teach people who want to be taught. All right, but look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even select Billy's name because guess what? Look at this. My TikTok must be glitching. Hold on one quick second. All right, don't worry. I'll get it. Hold on one second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we're back now. All right, yeah. Okay, listen. There's a little glitch going on over here. All right, sorry about that. All right, Billy, I'm so sorry I didn't get to you. I'll get to you next time. All right, we'll finish up what I'm trying to do.
The American people. When I'm back in the White House, we will expel the warmongers, the profiteers, and take over our government. And we will restore world peace, and it will be again peace through strength.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
On day one, I will seal the border and I will stop the invasion of millions of people into our country.
Does anybody see or hear Donald Trump sound enthusiastic about what he's saying? Because all of this to me sounds like a defeated man. All right, this is a defeated man, ladies and gentlemen. On day one, Donald Trump isn't going to do a doggone thing. It's tiring.
We will find and remove the terrorists and jihadists who have infiltrated our soil, and under my leadership we'll bring back the values that you enlisted your lives to defend: sovereignty, liberty, free speech, and fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. We are not just going to make America great again, we're going to make American democracy great again. We're going to bring it back.
What?
My opponent.
No, Rudy, he's very low energy, right? This is somebody that is trying to do another 4 years. Is it? What's going on, MAGA? Is Donald Trump giving us all a hint that he just might not be able to go another 4 years and he's trying to drop out? That's what it's starting to seem like, MAGA. It's starting to sound like to Zeus. I'm not a medical expert. You know how we do this, right? But when you were talking about Joe Biden, do you all remember who President Biden is, MAGA? Do you know who President Biden is? You remember what he sounded like at that debate? Do you remember? Do you remember? And you know what you said? Oh, he's too old. Remember all of that? Word around town is everyone is saying Donald Trump is too old to run to be president. I'm going to fast forward. Maybe he picks it up a little bit. Let's see if he picks up his energy a little bit. All right.
Building it 1 hour away.
Does he pick up his energy?
We're gone, and now China occupies it. Today marks the 3-year anniversary of the terrorist attack at Abbey Gate. Now, we say Abbey Gate. A lot of people don't know what that means. It means Afghanistan. That left 13 American service members dead, dozens more badly wounded, and many innocent civilians also killed and injured. Hundreds of people killed.
But he's not telling
Never been anything like it.
He's not telling you that with the Afghanistan withdrawal, he was the one that reduced our troop numbers. Oh, look at this. We have a MAGA demon. Cowboy, Trump is the man with the plan. I just sent you an invitation, Cowboy. You want to come up here and put a little meat on the bone? All right, Cowboy? Oh, look at that. All right. Cowboy, I'm in the middle of cooking and making some good content. What exactly would you like to say? Because I'm out here sharing how Donald Trump disrespects our troops. And I'm just curious why you feel like what you have to say is so important.
Well, it's easy to completely, prove the point that he is with our troops and that he does not disrespect our troops. It is. Biden. No. Biden was sitting on a beach.
Hey.
Was nowhere to be found, and he was.
No. See, I can't listen, Cowboy. What part of the country are you calling in from? No, don't get specific. Just, south, north, east, west. Where are you calling it in from?
I'm calling from the East Coast.
Okay, and you've been supporting Trump for how long?
Really before he was even president, when he was just talking about.
Okay, so you know enough about him. You knew about him before he got into politics, and then when he became basically the GOP. So you know all the things about him. Donald Trump, did he lead an insurrection against the United States government?
No, he did not.
Oh, wrong.
No.
The answer to that question is he actually did.
No, he didn't. There's nothing to prove that he did. He told people to.
Are you a success? Are you working right now?
I sure am. I own my own business.
You're doing pretty good.
I am. I was doing wonderful when Trump was in office.
You still are doing wonderful.
No,
because I guarantee you, this 4th of July. Did you do anything 4th of July?
I did not, actually. I wasn't able to afford to go on vacation because I had to put money back into buying new tools that I could barely afford because the prices have tripled since Biden has taken office.
What kind of tools did you buy? See, I didn't want to go through this right now. Lord knows I didn't want to talk about this. All right, what industry are you in?
I'm in the construction industry.
Okay, so you barely can make ends meet, and you had to go spend money on tools. All right, now what kind of tools are you buying? Let me look those tools up. What kind of tools did you buy? I don't know anything, but so I'm just going to take you at your word. Is that all right? What tools did you buy?
A DeWalt table saw.
Walt? Oh, okay. A DeWalt. Okay. All right. How much did that cost you?
I think it cost me close to $500.
Okay, I see it around $549. Where'd you purchase it? I see some of them $399. I actually see some for $249. Okay, so you could have chosen to go buy it wherever you wanted to go buy it, but I see prices here $249 all the way up to $549. How much should it have cost you before Trump got in office? When Trump was in office, how much would you have been able to get one of these for?
The first one that I bought when Trump was in office, I believe I paid $299.
They're still around that price range.
But if you
they're still on that. I'm looking right now. You have to. You can get one on Amazon, $249.
Exactly, it's refurbished. It's not.
No. You can get one for $399. I mean, these are still within range of what you were talking about. So DeWalt DeWalt, does Joe Biden work there? Because that's the next question, right? So you're telling me Joe Biden went into the boardroom with the CEOs and said, you got to drive up those prices right now. Did Joe Biden make that decision? Kamala Harris?
Democrats
No!
decision.
Now that's the second lie, cowboy.
It's definitely not a lie.
Okay, maybe I'll make it a little simpler. You said you run your business. Have your prices gone up? When did
Absolutely,
you?
my prices have had to go on.
Wait a second. When did you start your business?
Of inflation.
Wait. When did you start? No. You got to stay consistent. When did your business start?
My business started in 2016.
Oh, right when Trump started basically when Trump decided he was going to be president, right? So he got in 17. You decided to start a business in 2016.
That's correct.
All right. And so since then, how many Democrats have been in charge of the business?
What? I don't know.
Because you're a Democrat. According to your logic, you're a Democrat. Because you said Democrats made
I'm
DeWalt.
actually an independent.
According to your logic, you said Democrats made DeWalt raise their prices. So what that means, cowboy, what that means is you admitted you raised your prices, correct?
I sure did.
That means you're a Democrat.
No, it does not mean I'm a Democrat. It means that I had no choice under Democratic rule that I had to raise my prices because of inflation.
So maybe that happened with DeWalt then, right? So that maybe it wasn't Democrats making DeWalt raise their.
How
no, I'm trying to figure. Sir, I assume you're being truthful. I mean, at some point, the rubber needs to meet the road. Either Democrats are telling business owners to raise their prices or they're not. Which one is it? Because I think it's time you tell the American people the truth.
Which is what? That
Democrats aren't making business owners raise their prices.
Okay.
You did that on your own.
No, I did not do that on my own. I had no choice but to do that.
Okay, so can you give us all an example of a service
perfect example
of a service you provided during the Trump administration and what it costs, and then you tell us now what it costs.
Absolutely. I absolutely 1000% can do that accurately.
I would love to hear it.
Okay, so say you needed a floor system rebuilt, okay? Piece of 23/32 OSB. Under the Trump administration, that same board was $19.97 for a piece of 3/4 OSB. They call it 3/4 board. It's technically 23/36.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was $20.
It was $20.
Okay.
You know what the cost of that same piece of lumber is right now?
What is it?
Board. $39.47.
Okay, but you didn't answer my question.
So with that material being higher, in order to make some kind of profit at all,
So this is a $20 increase. You're passing on the difference to your clients, your customers, right? So you shouldn't be going above $20.
That's correct, and I do not charge them more.
Okay, so
set for the cost of the board. But
so
what I'm saying
no. You're not answering.
Prices.
What do you give? So what services do you provide? I get that's a supply increase cost, right? And I'm taking you at your word because I don't got time.
My labor cost does not go up. I have charged the same thing for my labor since 2016, but it's costing the customer more because the materials cost more.
Okay, so let me ask you again. What did it cost when you did that service? How much would it have cost your average customer?
An average cost, you're talking. Let's do a bathroom remodel. If you do a tub replacement, a toilet replacement, new flooring. Average cost was about $6,500 to redo a bathroom. Today, redo a bathroom, it's an average of about $8,000 to $8,500.
Okay. So you're jacking up your prices $2,000.
Because of the materials. The tub costs more, the vanities cost more, the sinks cost more, the toilet costs more. My labor does not cost more.
What do you charge? What do you charge per hour?
$25 an hour is what I charge flat. $25 an hour.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money.
A lot of money?
You're gouging. That's price gouging. Yeah, someone put it in the 20 cowboy.
Look up the average cost for a bathroom remodel per hour and tell me I'm price gouging somebody.
So let me get this straight. You have employees.
No, it's just me. I am a single man operation.
Okay. So I think I got what's going on here. You're running a business and you're not taking into account the increase of the cost of living increase or anything. So either you're very bad at business, all right? It sounds like you're bad at business, or you're lying.
Definitely not lying, and I'm definitely not bad at business.
The reason why I'm asking you these questions, I don't think there's a person in here who's still getting paid what they were paid. Listen.
It is okay, dude. Whatever.
Have you ever had a job?
Have I ever? Dude, I've worked since I was 15 years old.
Okay, but listen to the concern. I've never had a job where I never got an increase.
I can't afford to have an increase. These people don't deserve that. Their rent has went up to a 2-bedroom house where I...
Sir. If I'm getting my bathroom remodeled and I'm shelling out $6,500.
Yeah.
Then you come to me and say, "Hey, listen, cowboy." Then you come to me 2 years later and say, "Hey, it's $8,500."
Exactly, because
and it sounds to me like they're paying the $8,500 because otherwise you would be out of business.
They are paying the $8,500.
Okay, so they got the money.
Oh my Lord, have mercy! Just because
if they didn't listen, cowboy, if they didn't have the money, they would say, "Hey, in 2016, you used to do it for 65. Now 85. I can't do it."
They do that all the time, and I explain to them and go over them why the price has went up. It's because $500 for a tub more than it was in 2016.
No, that's wrong. You were supposed to say because the Democrats.
What do you think the prices have went up for?
I'm trying to help you understand. What do you think is causing the prices to go up?
Why the prices have went up?
Do you think it's the Democrats or do you think it's an issue with supply and demand? No. Do you think it's issues with supply and demand?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So we just did the exercise. We said it could be either supply and demand or it could be price gouging. We just did the exercise. The saw you told me to go look up, sir. The saw the DeWalt table saw, it's still in the same price range as it was when you said you started your business. But I also see some that are at $549. So the only difference is what? 2 different businesses selling the same product. One selling it higher. That's price gouging.
That is not true. A refurbished product is not the same as a new product.
Sir, I didn't say anything about refurbished.
The $2.99 that you're looking up that I can see the same price on right now on Amazon, if you read the fine print, it's refurbished. I'm looking at it.
I'm not. Hold on. I'm not there. Hold on. It says, let me see, $2.99. Hold on. I'm not at Amazon. I'm looking at a different one. Jesus Christ, you're breaking my. There you go. I'm at easiclit.com. Gizmo Tools. So my whole point is this. You can go find these table saws at price ranges that are around where you started, or you see some. I see some, look at this, $679. What's the difference?
Could be the difference in the amperage of the
it's the company that's selling it.
Well, no, there's a lot of different variables in that.
It's the company. It's like gas, right? Let's keep it simple for the people listening. You ever seen a gas station selling the gas at a different price than another gas station? Have you ever seen that in your life?
I believe everybody has seen that in their life.
Okay, so is that a Democrat thing or is that just the companies deciding?
That's a whole world thing. That's not. That's something that we can agree on. That's not a Democratic thing. But if you look at when Trump,
And again, I don't believe you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe that you, sir, have not adjusted the cost of doing business since 2016. If you are telling me you haven't adjusted the cost of doing business in the industry you're in, you, sir, are terrible at business.
That's not
I'm just being, I have to be honest with you. Because in business, you're competing with other businesses as well. And
because
no,
it's the
no,
lowest around.
no, but look at what you're doing. It's costing you.
It's not costing me anything because I'm picking up more business.
You're suffering right now. Wait.
I'm picking up more business because I am
What?
raising my prices. My price for labor has not changed. My cost for
So
materials has
you're successful.
Well, of course I'm successful because I'm an honest person.
I don't buy
The
it.
only reason that I'm successful is because I've refused to
Sir,
raise my labor prices. I would be even more successful if we didn't have the lobbyists and the people that are completely raping our country.
hey, keep it. We don't use that word. It's grape on TikTok. All right, sir. Come on now. Earlier in this conversation, you admitted that you weren't doing so good.
What good enough to take a vacation for myself? No. To pay my bills? Yes, I'm paying my bills. I'm saving a little bit of money, but I'm not taking vacations. What did I do July 4th? I sat home with my family and enjoyed time with my family. That's what I did for July 4th. Cooked out at my home.
What would you have done if you would have had the little extra money?
Honestly, what would I have done? I'd have probably paid up on some. Just because you never know what can happen. And I am very, very, very frugal about that.
Okay, so the problem is you're frugal.
I'm very frugal with my money.
So you're cheap.
I don't
You're cheap.
waste my money.
So
Not being cheap,
so
just being
you
smart.
so you have money saved up.
Does a squirrel save nuts
What?
for the winter? Exactly. A squirrel saves nuts for the winter. And that's what I do.
Lord,
But
Lord have mercy. No. I'm not.
What about-
Listen.
let's
No.
go to Kamala right fast. Let's go to Kamala right fast.
No. So you got nuts saved up. Got it. You got up here and acted like you didn't have a cheek full of nuts, but you're sitting up here with a whole big mouthful of nuts in your mouth. And you're saying, I don't have any nuts. I'm using your analogy. You see the problem here? Somebody, listen, somebody here is lying.
It's definitely
Cowboy. I want you to know you got a mouthful of nuts in your mouth while you're talking to us and you're saying you're starving. It makes no sense. And that's the reason we ended up in where we're at. So let's put a pin in this. As far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure you got money saved up. You just being frugal, like you said about spending it. I'm pretty sure you're still paying all your bills. All right. And so
but I have a master's degree, so that's on you, bud.
What?
I have a master's degree. I got it from Kaplan University.
In what topic?
Psychology.
Okay. Well, that's way different than business. All right. So I'm assuming you're doing pretty well off. You're doing well off.
I'm not doing well off. I'm doing good, but I'm not doing well.
What, sir? It's very important you tell the American people the truth, because there's a lot of people in here that get in the box and they cry and they say, I can't. But then we start talking and it's all of a sudden you're doing all of these things that a lot of people really are struggling to do. We've went full circle in terms of this conversation to find out you're doing pretty good. Your business is thriving. All right. You're doing pretty good and your business is thriving.
What is your policy that you're most behind economically that Kamala Harris supports?
No. I do believe I haven't seen all of everything Kamala's trying to roll out just yet, but I do believe addressing businesses that are engaging in, unfair business practices, i.e. price gouging. All right? That's a serious thing.
United States of America.
That's a serious thing. But here's my reason. All right? And I want to get back to you because you left the insurrection. We left the insurrection thing, right? Earlier you said Donald Trump he did not participate in an insurrection. And you don't know. Okay, but here's the thing. Why was there a rally after he lost? Why did he have that rally there?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe somebody would be a little upset if they found out that election machines had been tampered.
No.
I know that I would have.
No, I didn't say being upset was an issue.
Okay.
A campaign rally is for what? When you're campaigning.
No, not necessarily. He could have started campaigning day one after the inauguration of a new president. Day one.
Okay, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about a sitting president who lost his bid to get reelected, having a campaign.
Let's be real about that. He did not lose. Let's be real about that. That man did not lose the election. What lost that election is some very, very, very shady business done behind the scenes that's coming out. There's proof of it. Georgia machines being tampered with. Vote drops being dumped. Literal documentation that proves it.
Okay, here's the thing, cowboy. I don't want to do this to you because you're the first guest, but you're getting to that place where I go, you're clearly possessed with the MAGA demon.
I don't have a MAGA demon.
No. Actually, sir, you do. Because only people who are in the cult, they believe these lies that Donald Trump tells them. So let's go back and so let me give you the facts about. Let me give you the facts, sir. Let me give you the facts about why Donald Trump lost. Number one, let's just be honest. That last year he was in office, that was a terrible year for him for a variety of reasons.
It wasn't
right?
just Donald Trump though.
No. But I'm talking about Donald Trump. He lost. There was civil unrest in this country like you've never seen in a while.
That's
all right.
Not true.
You don't remember George Floyd? Got it. Next,
George Floyd was irrelevant. He was
no. There were protests in these streets.
Okay.
He did nothing. He did nothing to quell those protests. In fact, he actually fanned the flames.
Bull crap.
No. Remember Charlottesville? Those are very fine people on both sides. And while we got this climate, we have a pandemic raging through the country, and this man gets on national television and lies to the American people, costing Americans their life. Do you not see these are the conditions that set him up to not get reelected? Or do you really think it is the voting machines? Do you think the American people can't see the truth?
I know what the truth is.
So that's why So that's why I say you're possessed with the MAGA demon.
That's not true.
So instead of saying, you know what, Zeus, you're right. Donald Trump was doing terrible. Did he get impeached twice?
That's the only way they could stop the man.
No. Did he get impeached twice? Yes or no?
No, he did not get impeached. He got tried to be impeached, but was not impeached.
No, I didn't say. Okay, so it's impeached, then convicted. Okay. So let's try this again.
Because you get charged
did he get impeached? Did he get impeached twice?
Let me ask you a question. Just because you get charged for a crime, does it mean you committed it?
Sir, the demon is talking. Can I get the real cowboy? Demon. Go, bring the real cowboy back with the nuts in his mouth. All right, are you there?
I'm still here.
Okay. Did he get impeached twice?
Did he get impeached? He did not get impeached. Did he go on trial for it? Yes.
Sir, can you go to, you have a computer next to you?
To be impeached.
No. Do you have a computer next to you? Because I know you don't trust a thing I've said. Even though I've caught you in a lot of predicaments that don't make sense, you don't believe it. So, do you have a computer next to you?
He was in
Sir,
an impeachment trial. He was
sir,
not impeached and convicted of it. So,
sir.
in my opinion, he was not
Oh,
impeached.
okay. Well, listen, you're entitled to your opinion, but you're not entitled to the facts. All right, that's a different ball game. Let's talk about the facts, not your opinion. Do the facts support that Donald Trump was impeached twice? Yes or no?
For sake of saving an argument, sure, yeah.
I mean, you can go look it up. I'm giving you an opportunity of a lifetime, cowboy. Somebody here on TikTok, between you and me, one of us is lying. And if I'm lying, I owe you an apology.
I'll be ready for it.
Okay, so you're gonna go look it up? Are you willing to concede? Because you're having the same problem Donald Trump has, right? Donald Trump doesn't want to concede. I need you to concede on this. And don't say for the sake of the argument. No. Be honest. You pride yourself on being an honest businessman. Right?
I am very honest.
Okay then. So people are listening to you. Hey, these people might want to do business with you. So let's see that honesty on full display.
Was Donald Peachin
He can't even get it out, right? It's shocking, huh? Was he impeached?
Was not impeached.
No.
He was not convicted of it, is what I'm saying. Did they?
No, I didn't ask was he convicted. I'm
Did they
asking.
go through the process of it? Yes, they did go through.
No. Was he impeached, cowboy? Again, your customers are trying to do business with you, and it's starting to seem like you're trying to pull a fast one on us.
That is not trying to pull a fast one on you.
So would you honestly, to answer the question, was he impeached? Look it up.
Was he impeached?
Yes.
He was not convicted of it.
How
do you say someone is impeached, but they've not been convicted of it?
Sir.
He went through the impeachment trial twice, both times.
You know what the problem is, right? I'm going to move on. He was impeached twice. You know, the first one was, it was after the insurrection, but the first one was for what? Withholding the aid from our ally?
What happened when,
Sir. Sir, we can talk about Biden being impeached, but the thing is, I need you to be honest. You pride yourself on being an honest businessman.
That's exactly what I'm
doing. And I'm not going to let go of the conversation we had about the business and the industry that you're in, because you said some things in there that I'm probably going to keep drawing from. For instance, the whole you got the nuts in your mouth, but you're starving. I got the visual in my mind, and I know who I'm talking to. So what I need you to understand is we see the real cowboy. We see you. We know when you're lying to us, and we know when you're being honest. Okay. So let's cut the shenanigans. I didn't ask you, was Donald Trump impeached and convicted? I said, was he impeached twice? Yes or no?
He went through the impeachment process twice. Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so he was impeached twice.
He went through the process.
No.
Don't add. If he would have been impeached, he would have been removed. If it was full impeachment.
No.
They say you're impeached. Yes, they did.
Okay. So he was. Now, I'm saying all of this to help you understand why Donald Trump didn't get reelected. Because you and I both know anybody that performs terrible on a job, they don't get promoted. They don't get.
So is that why we got 2 terms of?
No. I'm teaching you something. So I think it makes a little more sense that Donald Trump was so terrible that he didn't get reelected. Okay. It was a split ticket. There were other Republicans that actually did get elected. Donald Trump, no. So there was nothing that supports your claim that the election was rigged the way Donald Trump was saying it. He's still saying it to this day. Okay, let me see that. You believe this, don't you?
Get out and vote.
You believe this?
Do those beautiful absentee ballots, or just make sure your vote gets counted. Make sure
Because the only way we're going to lose this election is if the election is rigged.
You believe that, huh?
I surely do.
The only way he will lose is if it's rigged, and you'll ignore all the other things around Donald Trump being
There's way too many facts that prove that
okay.
he's telling the truth.
So now that we've gotten the actual understanding about what Donald Trump was doing leading up to the election and why he didn't get reelected, now I want to get back to the January 6th part. All right. So now that we know there was really no evidence of widespread voter fraud, they say outcome determinative fraud. That means whatever was happening, it wasn't enough to change the results. Now that we got that, now that we've gone through the 60 court cases, all right, none of them went in Trump's favor, right, that he tried. Now that that's out in the open, isn't it clear that the person who organized isn't it clear that the person who planned this thing called have you heard of this? Hold on. Have you heard of it?
Are you not afforded a fair and due process and trial in the United States? Are you? But when a judge blatantly, and juror, mind you, blatantly, in fact, state before a trial or during a trial things that are not supposed to be made public or personal feelings in a matter, that should negate everything that happens after that. You're not getting a fair and due process. If you have hatred in your heart for someone or have animosity built up towards someone, you should not be a judge overseeing a case about that particular person, which is exactly what happened to Donald J. Trump in the state of New York. It was blatant. It was across the board for everyone to see on social media.
How old are you?
I'm 38 years old.
You should be embarrassed to think like this.
Why should I be embarrassed? No one should. You are.
You really
trial.
What? So you think the people, the jury, they were in on it?
What are you talking about?
The people, the jury, they convicted him. The jury convicted. No. The jury. There was a jury in that New York trial, based on what I understand, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, and I'm saying, you think those people, those everyday Americans, you think they were in on this?
What I am telling you.
Or do we got to do it like I just did with January 6th? I noticed you don't want to talk about January 6th. Are we ready to admit that?
I can be honest with you.
You know what? No. You haven't been honest for a split second yet.
I can be 100% honest and open with you. If I had the opportunity to have been
okay.
January 6th,
so do you think, Mike? What is your opinion? Okay, so do you think Donald Trump is above the Constitution?
Absolutely not. Nobody's above the Constitution.
Oh well. What if we had evidence that shows Donald Trump was pressuring his vice president to place him above the Constitution? What would you say?
Absolutely not. There is no proof of that. Mike Pence has stated that, but it's his word. So you have to take Mike
Pence he's a Christian.
I've never liked Mike Pence. I'm a Christian, and I know a Christian when I see one. Mike Pence is if he's a Christian, that's between him and God. But I'm not.
So you don't. So you think Donald Trump is a Christian?
So I think I'm not going to get into anybody's Christianity.
No. I need some help. Could you help us understand this statement?
Perspective of the indictment, I want the American people to know that I had no right to overturn the election. And then on that day, President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution, but I chose the Constitution, and I always will. Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be President of the United States. And anyone who asks someone else to put themselves over the Constitution should never be President of the United States again. And what the President maintained that day, and frankly has said over and over again over the last 2.5 years, is completely false. I dismissed it out of hand, but sadly the President was surrounded by a group of crackpot lawyers that kept telling him what his itching ears wanted to hear. And I had hoped that on this matter of January 6th that it wouldn't come to this, because I do believe that this is going to further ignite the divide in the country. It'll be up to the government now to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this actually represented criminal activity. But what I want the American people to know is that I know in my heart of hearts that I did my duty under the Constitution that day.
Now, so let me ask you the series of questions I ask every Trump supporter that gets in the box. Who do you think has more credibility, you or the Vice President of the United States?
I don't think either one of us has more credibility because it's one person.
No, Cowboy. You know what? This MAGA demon thing you got going on needs to cut. Can you be honest? I don't. Now you're making me question everything you've said to me. You know good and well that if it came down to credibility, whether we're talking about the court of public opinion or in real court, the position you hold matters. And you can't say your position as a business, no.
Escort. I'm just wondering that.
Sir,
The vice president.
Sir. There's no proof to support that ridiculous statement. I am talking about you versus Mike Pence.
Should she have locked up?
No.
If she's an African American.
I gotta mute this demon. I gotta mute you. Cowboy, I need you to stay on topic, all right? I am not talking about Biden, all right? I get it. You wanted to bring up something about Biden. I'm not talking about Kamala Harris right now. I get it. You want to talk about her. We can't change the topic midway through a thought because I'm ringing that bell in your head. No, that's not how this works. I'm ringing the bell to get your attention and to get that MAGA demon's attention, all right? Now, let's try this again, Cowboy. Unmute, please. Do you know how to stay on topic?
You're asking me a series of questions.
I asked you, who has more credibility? Mike Pence, the vice president, or Cowboy, a business owner in eastern United States somewhere that has never worked for Donald Trump, never been in the Trump administration? Who could tell the American people more about what's been going on? You or Mike Pence?
Okay, can I have the floor for a second? Here's the thing. You're asking who has more credibility. In all honesty, I can't say that I have any credibility at all because I'm not right there with him. You're right. I'm not.
Okay, so who am I going to believe? You, Cowboy, or the vice president, who so happens to be...
People are obviously going to believe a vice president that served under Trump.
Okay. So let's stick to that. Let's stick to that. So you said nobody is above the Constitution. That's your statement.
Nobody is above the Constitution.
Mike Pence, Donald Trump's vice president, the second in command in terms of power, has gone on record multiple times telling the American people, Donald Trump on that day said, yes, I need you to place me above the United States Constitution.
Okay, so we're using that, which I understand. You're saying that who has more credibility?
I'm not saying...
Who has more credibility?
Yeah.
And we both agree that Mike Pence would have more credibility.
Now, what are you going to do with that information knowing that Donald Trump, even now, he tells you he's trying to be a dictator just for one day. You see it.
I want to ask you a question on the
No, sir.
I heard
sir,
you out. This is how a process works. I heard you out.
But do you understand? But I wasn't done. I wasn't done.
When I said
I wasn't done. I need you to continue to walk down this path.
I want to continue to walk down the path, but I'm going to make my point as well. That's how it works. If your point related to what I'm talking about? Yes, it absolutely is.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's a credibility issue. Mike Pence was more credible than I am. Just like, let's take Judge Jim Brown, for instance, okay? He was a close colleague.
I thought you said you were going to stay on topic.
I am staying on topic. He was a close colleague of Kamala Harris. And
I'm not talking about Kamala Harris, though.
Hold on a second. I'm giving you
I don't want to hear that right now. I don't want to hear that right now, Cowboy. Cowboy. Cowboy.
It's credible, and he
Cowboy.
said that she was an escort and that she did things that were above the law as an attorney general. Okay, he said that in an interview.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
who's more credible, me just saying it, or somebody that actually worked with Kamala Harris?
I got to look at the facts and get more information. I don't know. I don't know where you got that from. I want to get back on the topic you and I were talking about. So we've confirmed that Mike Pence is more credible than you, and Mike Pence has admitted that Donald Trump said, hey, I should be above the Constitution. Doesn't that sound like somebody that's unfit to be the president of the United States, especially considering your statement that you agreed no one is above the Constitution?
Anybody who says that would say that, yes, in my opinion, would act as if they were above the Constitution. But then again, it's a word against a word. You don't.
No, but you claimed you're a Christian. You claimed you're a Christian, and I need you to tap into those Christian values if they're in there. Are there any Christian values inside of you? I'd hate to go into the Christian angle, but
first of all,
I don't. Are there any Christian?
We don't judge people's Christianity, or I don't. Whether I'm a Christian or not, which I
You
am,
don't-
and I openly
no.
state that. You don't have.
I don't believe
the
it.
authority or the place to go. Are you really a Christian? Yes, I'm
Well,
a Christian.
aren't you supposed to study and show thyself approved?
But you show me the verse that tells you that.
Aren't you supposed to know a tree by its fruit? For instance,
Does it
a
say
good
that
tree,
in the Bible?
a good tree cannot bring forth corrupt fruit, right? I think that's how that works. And a corrupt tree can't bring forth good fruit.
How about I just give you my favorite Bible verse, Matthew 6:34? For don't worry about things of today, worry about tomorrow, or do not worry about things of tomorrow, worry about things for today, because tomorrow has enough worries of themselves.
Okay, I get it. I get that's your favorite verse, but if you don't understand and you ain't got the Holy Spirit leading you, then what you're going to end up doing is what you're doing right here, right? You're possessed with the MAGA demon. Thy word have you hidden in your heart. For some strange reason, Cowboy, get this, and I do this to all Christians, and this is going to sting. This is going to sting when I say it, all right? You have to admit you're standing next to a man that's an immoral person. I haven't even brought up the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, right? You know about that, right?
Lord have mercy.
You know about that, right?
You're going down a whole rabbit hole here.
Am I lying?
About what? Are you lying about what?
Was he in photos with him? Dancing in videos? Like it was a music video? Like they were having a good time? Have you ever hung out with that man before? Would you ever hang out with a man like Jeffrey?
Has Oprah Winfrey ever hung out?
Sir. You still got those nuts in your mouth right now? You still got them?
Has Oprah Winfrey hung out with Donald Trump and asked for help
Sir.
with different things?
Sir, Sir, Cowboy.
Cowboy. The Clintons were
MAGA, listen, MAGA demon, the MAGA demon. I want to talk to, the MAGA demon, I want to talk to Cowboy. I don't want to talk to the MAGA demon.
No, you can't take the truth when it's in your.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
I want to talk to the real Cowboy, not the MAGA demon. Could you get the real Cowboy back? Me and the real Cowboy were having a great conversation. Yeah. So let me ask you a question, real Cowboy. The one that goes out here and doesn't overcharge his customers, even though he could if he wanted to. He doesn't. I want to talk to that Cowboy. Let me ask you again, Cowboy. Would you be dancing in... Oh, he dropped out of the box. See, that's what happens when that truth starts to get a hold of you. That demon knew he had been fully exposed. Even with those nuts in his mouth, huh? See, Cowboy, your soul is on the line. I didn't kick him. He dropped himself. He knew he seen what I see and what you all see. The truth. And the truth is, he's not a Christian. He's standing next to the Antichrist's soldier, Donald Trump. That's what he's doing. And we don't believe him at all. And so guess what? Cowboy, You didn't have to drop, but you did because you knew what was coming next. I'm turning up the temperature on the lake of fire. And you know what's about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Cowboy has no godlike qualities in him. He's battling something very powerful, that MAGA demon. I believe Cowboy might be a great person, but possessed with the MAGA demon, his works are of the devil. Join me in giving him what he deserves. A round of, you guessed it, booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
Oh, Christine. Christine, I was going to invite you up, but it seems like you are unable to accept guest requests. All right, so Christine, Dims endorsing her have been go get your real account, Christine. I would like to talk to you about that. All right, but as far as I'm concerned, you're just as wicked as that previous guest was, Cowboy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, thank you, Little Hawk. Yeah, what we don't do is we don't allow random Trump supporters to just make up lies in the chat. All right, we tell them to get in the box and actually say it with your full chest. So put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, all right? Because you see what we're doing. We're helping the American people understand just how dangerous Donald Trump is. Like I said yesterday, he went on to okay. Hold on one quick second. I see you, Snuggles. I see you. Put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter. Zeus would like to speak to your soul real quickly, if you don't mind. Hold on.
Hello, the God of Christianity is here, Mr. Snuggles. I
Yeah.
stand forth for Donald J. Trump. What's going on? We're leading the polls, by the way. Have you noticed?
I know.
Oh, we are leading the polls, so don't worry about that. You know, it's kind of like the Detroit Lions. You think Kamala's the Detroit Lions, and right when they get to the Super Bowl, they lose, right, Nutty? Just like those loser Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying?
So you have nothing of substance to offer.
Oh, no,
once
no,
again,
I've got
Snuggles.
substance here. I mean, you know I'm winning all the time. Where's my steak?
You're not winning anything. As a matter of fact,
Where's
you're
my
losing.
steak, bro?
You said Donald Trump is winning in what
Yeah,
states?
the only thing...
What states is he winning in?
All 50. I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be an explosion.
Okay.
Listen, really quick here, though. Really quick. Before you press that button, because
Because you don't have any truth.
Kamala's going to lose on the border, and she's going to lose on the economy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know what we got to do. Snuggles is a liar.
Silence,
He's a liar.
MAGA demon!
LaDon, I saw you in the comments. Won't you get in the box? All right, LaDon, come on up. Accept the guest request, LaDon. All right, we don't got much time. It's early in the morning. I'm taking care of that MAGA demon. All right, so if you're possessed with the MAGA demon, please send Zeus a guest request. Okay. Kamala has done nothing for the job she was appointed. Oh my goodness, Roy, stop it, Roy. No. Let's see if Roy is willing to get in there. Okay, now you're lying already. Only 39 seconds in. Yeah. I'm looking for these so-called Trump supporters who've been brave enough to get out here on TikTok and spread misinformation and disinformation. Where are the Trump supporters at? All right, you see. Hold on, Nutty. You wanted to say something real quick. Come on up, Nutty. I know you wanted to say something real quick. Come on up, Nutty. What is it you wanted to say, my good friend? Yes.
So,
You're not a Trump supporter.
well, if they can lie, I just figured I'd lie too, right? So, Zeus, you called the guy out because when you asked him, when you quoted part of the scripture and you said, "Study to show thyself approved," and he said, "That's not in the Bible." And I literally typed to him 2 Timothy 2:15, where it says, "Study to show thyself approved unto God." A workman that needed not be ashamed and rightly dividing the word of truth. Bro, that's absolutely scripture. Absolutely scripture.
Cowboy knew, but he's hiding.
What I don't understand is how did we go from that to Donald Trump was not impeached?
Well, when you end up getting them to that point where they gotta accept, they do that little pivot thing, right? And so then he started to say, I'm a Christian, and that's when you start to really understand what's going on up here with these folks. They're possessed.
Listen, Ruth, if you can indulge me and just give me a minute and 10 seconds.
Go for it.
My contract to start teaching doesn't really begin until Tuesday.
Okay.
I'll start today. Article 1, Section 2 of the Constitution talks about the impeachment. It gives the parameters on how someone can be impeached and who can be impeached, right? So Article 1, Section 2 and Section 3 of the Constitution states that the president, vice president, and all civil officers of the United States are subject to impeachment. And how are they subject to impeachments? It's through treason, bribery, or other high crimes or misdemeanors. Now, throughout history, high crimes and misdemeanors have never been defined in the Constitution, and so it's up for debate, right?
Right.
So, but here's the thing. The impeachment proceedings is the sole purpose and authority of the United States House of Representatives.
Right.
So let me break it down like this. It's like Kamala Harris is the DA. The DA catches a perceived criminal. Okay? So follow me here.
I'm following.
So now we have this perceived criminal, right? So Kamala Harris is the House of Representatives. She has charged that perceived criminal, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, you've been charged. Once you've been charged, that charge does not just disappear because you were acquitted. So when you are charged, it then goes to what? A judge/jury.
Exactly.
All right? That is the United States Senate. The United States Senate then has a trial of its own to consider the evidence. And to consider everything that has been brought out in the House's charge. And
he knows this.
The Senate decides whether or not this person is removed from office, i.e. a judge or jury deciding if that person is guilty or not guilty. Notice I didn't say innocent or not innocent. I said guilty or not guilty.
Yeah.
So therefore, sir,
Cowboy, are you listening?
Just because he was not removed from office, he still has the record of being a twice impeached president. Just like we can go back to 94 when Bill Clinton was impeached. He was not removed from office. In fact, after he was impeached, he went on to do some great things for America because he left this nation with a surplus. So
Tell him.
Stop saying he wasn't, because you know the truth. Because
he was impeached.
That's why you were bucking and jiving over the question, saying for the sake of the no, it's not the sake of an argument. The man was impeached. He was twice impeached. And that record will always and forever be written into the history of the American psyche. He was impeached twice. The only president that will, because I don't believe there will be another president that will ever be impeached twice.
You don't think so? You don't think there will be another Trump-like wannabe?
No, because once we win this election in November, President Harris, the United States House and the United States Senate will be in Democratic majorities. And we will put laws in place to see to it that American democracy is never threatened again.
Amen.
We will codify things into the Constitution of the United States, like health care.
Amen.
Women will get their rights back.
Amen.
we will codify it into the United States Constitution where no devilish Supreme Court can overturn it.
That's what I like to hear.
So
That's what we're about over here. That's what we're about over here. Listen, Nutty, you're doing a great job. All right, brother.
And for Struggler, if
Go
you
get him. Get snuck.
ever put my name and my Detroit Lions name in your mouth again, I'ma smack you in it.
Get him, Nutty. Snuggles doesn't know what he's talking about.
Zeus, my brother with the 2 H's, keep doing what you do, brother.
It's actually 3 H's.
Well, it's your show today, so you keep doing what you doing. Listen,
Yeah.
we all love you, man. You do a great job. Remember,
Thank you.
D-MAGA this live. D-MAGA.
We will.
D-MAGA.
We will.
And this is for Red Crown. Every truth teller get in here. This is for Red Crown because that old man, he told the truth and he shamed the devil. He was a Republican.
Thank you.
And he was out here voting for Kamala Harris.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to my good friend Nutty. Yeah, he has a problem acknowledging all 3 H's, all right? But it's honest, humble, and handsome. Nutty, please practice it. Go in the mirror and really practice it. Now, one of the things that I did want to make sure we discuss, all right, is... Wait a second, she packed one rally because she had Troy, come up here, Troy Keller. Come on up here, Troy. You wanna explain that, Troy? Come on in the box. One of the things that I wanted to also address, ladies and gentlemen, is we had a Navy veteran, Brad Berkowitz, who yesterday he ripped into Donald Trump and whoever allowed him to lay a wreath at Arlington National Cemetery for a photo op. And I said, this is why we don't respect Donald Trump. This is why he should never be president, because Donald Trump doesn't respect our troops. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to the truth.
As a veteran.
And by the way, I do apologize for it not being clean, all right? It's not clean, but the truth is there. Just listen to what a real, and I do mean real, Navy veteran has to say.
For 20 years and 28 days during Desert Shield, Desert Storm, the Gulf War, and the Iraq War. Retired honorably and have upheld my oath every day since September 30th, 2006, my retirement day.
Let's go.
But on this day, a fucking treasonous traitor who tried to overthrow the government on January 6th, 2021, a convicted felon, an adjudicated rapist,
keep it clean,
liable for fraud, degenerate, misogynistic pig, lying grifter who pushed Bibles and now pushing books about bullshit, was allowed to go to Arlington National Cemetery on no special day and lay a wreath. What the fuck and who in the fuck allowed this motherfucker to do that shit?
Wow, keep it clean.
Defecate on our fallen soldiers that are buried there. You heard what I said, defecate. And you motherfucking maggot motherfucking veterans that are okay with this treasonous traitor, as I said, your fucking service means nothing. Because the oath that I took and the fucking oath that you took, you shitted on. But I want to know who the fuck allowed this motherfucker to go today and lay this wreath for a fucking photo op at the expense of our fallen brothers and sisters. You fucking right, I'm pissed off. This motherfucker has no fucking low. Fuck every single motherfucker.
Wow. Lord have mercy.
Planet that supports this rotten motherfucker.
So, this is a Navy veteran, Brad Berkowitz, going on record and once again helping the American people understand why Donald Trump should never ever be commander-in-chief. All right, and so with that being said, let's give Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen, another round of, you guessed it, Booze and shame. All right, because he's trying to tear this country apart every single day, all right, because of his inability to actually lead. Let's give him a round of booze and shame. Yes, he is.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
Let's go. Good morning, America.
Zeus.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm all right. So you support Donald Trump, I see.
I do. And I think that Navy guy was completely disgusting, especially since Biden nor Kamala.
You mean
showed up.
Kamala? You mean Kamala?
Kamala.
You know, you mean if you know how to say comma, like the punctuation.
I
You
know how to say Kamala because that's her name.
No, but do you know how to say comma, like the actual
I'll
punctuation?
say it my way. You say it your way. That's what makes us Americans.
No, that's not. That's where
Yeah,
you. That's
if you listen to her, she says that name exactly how I said it.
ma'am. Don't you think men should respect women and women should respect men?
Do I? They have to earn my respect.
So if they haven't earned it, you just go around disrespecting people?
They have to earn my respect.
What part of the country do they do this in? What part of the country?
Called New
Are you-
York.
Oh, you're in New York, so you just walk around being a nasty person?
No, I walk around like saying Kamala because that's her name.
But that's not how you pronounce it. So when you
It is
get
how
new
you
info,
pronounce it.
but when
I
you
heard her pronounce it that way.
when you get new information, you're supposed to change course and actually use it to become a better person. So for the sake of this, could you try a little bit more?
I'll call her Harris. Does that make you feel better?
I can live with that. I can.
okay,
All right.
fine.
Thank you. And I appreciate your cooperation. All right. So now you have an issue with this Navy veteran and his statements. And what was that again? What was that again? I didn't get that. I
That
mean,
was disgusting because
No.
nobody else showed up. Where was your Harris? Where was your Biden? Where were they? One was on vacation and one was sitting where? In her house? She wasn't on tour yesterday, so where was she?
yeah. But the thing about it is, right? We don't know
That's
exactly.
disgusting. So a woman
No.
who wants to be president, a woman who wants to be president doesn't show up.
Was she supposed to?
She doesn't show up. Trump
Okay.
showed up.
Somebody put up there. It says Trump showed up for a photo op. Is that
That's just
that
headlines.
That's-
to
no,
get
no.
someone to buy something.
Why do you think? But why do you think this man is very upset? Why do you think there's people that have served our country, men and women in uniform? Why do you think they have such a healthy
I know
disregard
that
towards
there are
Donald
men
Trump?
and women out there that are saying
He-
that if you
listen.
don't vote for Trump, you're disgusting. So
If you what?
if you don't vote for Trump and they're veterans, they have said you're disgusting.
And do you believe them?
Yes, I do believe them.
Disgusting is a strong word.
Well, that's what your
Do
people say, so
do
that's
you
what-
have a problem? Do you have a problem with people being disgusting? Is that what you're trying to get
I
at?
don't have a problem with that man disrespecting people the way he spoke. That's disgusting. And if
Okay.
you don't find it disgusting, you're not American. You need to
No,
leave the country.
no. I mean, here's the thing. I don't necessarily find it disgusting. I think he's ringing the bell and sounding the alarm, and he's trying to say what he needs to say to warn the American people of how dangerous Donald Trump would
How
be.
dangerous is a man laying a wreath? How dangerous is that? That he was there respecting soldiers, fallen
No, no.
soldiers.
Okay, so do you
How
know who Rex?
disgusting is that?
Do
That
you
he
know
took
who Rex
time out.
Tillerson?
Do you know he takes time out to go to police funerals that he's invited to? He takes time out
for a
to
photo
call
op.
people who have lost their daughters to migrants who have been raped and
Great,
killed by
listen,
migrants.
ma'am.
That
Is this the
man
same-
is
same-
a
ma'am, is this-
president. Biden
is-
ain't no president.
Ma'am, is this the
Harris
same
ain't no
guy?
president.
Ma'am, are you? Can you hear me? Do I
Yeah,
have
I
to?
can hear you.
is this the same man that launched an assault against the United States government that cost our police officers a lot of harm and some
Okay,
of them
Zeus,
lost their life?
let's go
Ma'am,
there. You
is
wanna
that
go
the
there? Let's
is
go
this the
there.
same
Yeah,
guy?
I'm ready.
Is this
You ready?
is this the same guy that has all those felonies and he's
You
trying
wanna
to
go
say
there?
law
You wanna
and
go there too? Let's go.
I'm just
6th,
I'm just
FBI has already said it was pre-planned in November by the Proud Boys. That was pre-planned. They already said Donald Trump had nothing to do with it. The FBI.
Do you believe that?
Yes.
You trust the FBI?
The FBI
When
has
so
said
wait, ma'am,
then that it was
ma'am,
pre-planned by the
th-
Proud Boys. Go
ma'am.
look it up.
I'm just asking you an honest question. Do you trust the FBI now?
Well, let's put it this way: since the FBI always
Ma'am.
wants to be against Trump, the
Ma'am,
FBI always wants to be against Trump, but they
Ma'am.
said he had nothing to do with it.
I'm talking
It
about
was
you.
pre-planned
I'm talking
by
about
the
you.
Proud Boys in November.
Ma'am,
November, 2
ma'am,
months before January. November.
ma'am, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Do
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, but in
And
order
yes, the
to,
FBI did say that. For the person who just
Ma'am.
said no, they didn't. Go Google it.
Jesus Christ. Can we and you have the conversation?
Sure, we are having a
I've
conversation.
I've never met you. I get it. My handsomeness is getting you all worked up and you're getting excited. I get it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, I get it. I have that kind of, but you don't got to try to do everything with us in this 1 minute. I'm going to give you
I'm
some
just,
time.
you know what?
I'm going to give you some time. I'm going to give you some time to,
This garbage for
ma'am, I'm going to give you some time to, adjust to what I'm saying. All right. You don't got to try to fall in love in under a minute with me. I get it. All right. I got you. All right. Just let's talk for a quick second. All right. I was only asking, do you trust the FBI? That's a yes or no.
the FBI
Yeah.
said, as I
Ma'am,
said,
ma'am.
Did you hear me? What I said? Since the FBI is always against Trump, and they said that it was pre-planned and Trump had nothing to do with it, I'm going with yes. They actually meant that.
Okay, because I got other scenarios where the FBI has made statements and done things, and I wanted to know.
Not in Trump's favor.
So, if you trust the FBI, that means you believe everything they say.
I
Because
didn't say that. I said since they're
okay,
always against him, and this time they came out for him, they know it's true. Just
how do
like
you?
the
It,
FBI
does-
silenced everybody on Twitter for the government.
but okay, so I want to help you see something that you perhaps aren't seeing. All right, because and again, I'm Triple H, honest, humble, and handsome. All right, and I think I'm using my handsome abilities to do this. All right, but I need you to just bear with me. You're picking and choosing what you believe the FBI is saying
No, I'm
is
not.
true.
What I said was since they're always against him, and they came out and said
No,
that this was pre-planned because they had it under investigation before January
let me help
6th,
you with that. I'm
and
trying
they
to.
were told. They were told that this was going to happen, and
I heard
Trump
you say
ordered
it. Okay,
them,
let
the
me.
National Guard and Pelosi and the Sergeant of Arms turned it down, which just came out recently in the last
Okay,
week or two.
okay. So let me repeat what I heard you say. You said the FBI said this was pre-planned.
That's right, November.
So that means you don't gotta keep saying that part to Zeus again, all right? I'm listening.
Well,
Real.
then
I get
make
it.
sure you hear me
I
because
I heard it. I heard
did
it.
you
So
hear
you
the
and I
part where
both.
I
You
said
and I
that?
both. Know, oh, what was it? Did
Did you
I?
hear the part where I said since they're always against him and this actually came out? They didn't say, "Oh, it was not pre-planned." We don't know what you're talking
Okay, and
about.
so they
They
haven't
actually came out
denied
and
it.
said it was.
So they haven't denied that part, right? Is that
No,
what
they
you're
have
saying?
not.
Okay, so now that you and I have that understood, we don't have to keep saying it. I mean, at that point, it's like a broken. At that point, it's like a broken. At that point, it's a broken record, right? So all I'm trying to do is put a pin in that and say, okay, I understand what you're saying. I completely disagree with you.
So if it was
I
pre-planned, how
I
is it
complete.
Trump's fault?
I completely disagree with you. I understand what you're saying, so we don't got to keep belaboring the issue on that. All right?
Okay, so I'm asking you a question.
Okay,
How
so
it was pre-planned. How it was Trump's fault?
okay, so I will go through what I believe was pre-planned. I do believe it was pre-planned.
Okay.
I also believe that Donald Trump was the one who was part of those plans. And we have proof of that.
There is not a single evidence of proof that he called the Proud Boys and said, hey, let's pre-plan this on January 6th.
Okay, ma'am. I'll say why. During the debate, Biden told him to denounce these people. And what did Donald Trump say? He said to the Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. So that conveys to the
anything to him about denouncing anybody.
No. I didn't say, listen. No, that's during the debate. So what that showed us, anyone paying attention,
what debate was this? The recent one where
no.
Which debate was this?
During the 2020 election,
okay, so
remember?
When was that?
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to slow you down now. So what that did was it signaled to the American people that he had a line of communication with this white supremacist group. That's what that did. All right. Now
you just lying. Now you.
That's what it did.
Because.
So do you want me to play the statement, or do you believe
this for you?
No. Did you want me to play a statement?
Proud Boys planned it in November. Okay, so the debate was when?
What was it in what? When was the debate? 2019.
Okay, so if they
hold on. Actually, hold on. Let me go get the debate. Debate.
Trump denounced white supremacy.
Hold on.
50 freaking times.
Hold on. Let me get the date exactly. Hold on. Let's get it. Let's see. All right. So, this was, let me see. I want to make sure we get this right because, sometimes, it's easy to just, September 30th, 2020.
Okay. And Proud Boys planned it, when did I say? What did the FBI say? November of 2020.
Okay. So September is before November.
Very good.
So what that means is he signaled that he's in communication with them, and then to your point, yeah, he made to your point, yeah, he did when he made the statement. If I'm talking and you and I'm having a speech and I go, America 27, stand back and stand by. What I'm saying to people is I am aware of who you are, and for whatever it is I'm talking about, at least I can tell you that. That means there's a relationship. Now, you're telling me after that, they began the plan. Yes, okay, it makes sense. Let's use your logic. Now, let me ask you some more questions about this terrible day in American history. The Stop the Steal rally. Didn't Donald Trump invite you to go attend that rally?
Did he invite me? No, he didn't invite me. I was working that day.
No, he posted it on his social media platform for his supporters.
Okay.
He said, be there, big protest, January 6th, be there, will be wild.
Okay, but there are all kinds of lawsuits still going on.
Ma'am. I'm helping you understand it was planned. And I'm helping you understand Donald Trump was the one playing.
Everybody to protest, okay? So he
no.
Peacefully and patriotically when he was doing his speech. Peacefully walk down. He didn't say run down and charge the Capitol. He said walk down. He said peacefully and patriotically.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down anyone you want, but I think right here we're going to walk down to the Capitol. And we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them. Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
Did he ever walk down?
No, he went back to the White House.
So he lied.
Did he lie? I don't know. He made
no. If he ma'am,
metaphorically, like I'll be there with you in spirit.
Now you know better. You know better.
I know better? No, I don't. He may have meant it in spirit. I'll be there with
you. Who hides evidence?
How about this?
Criminals hide evidence. Not honest
Rudy
people.
Giuliani.
Okay. So, over the next 10 days,
Listen to this.
That's wrong.
we get to see
Listen.
the machines that are crooked, the ballots that are fraudulent, and if we're wrong, we will be made fools of. But if we're right, a lot of them will go to jail. So, let's have trial by combat.
All of us here today do not want to see our election victory stolen by emboldened radical left Democrats, which is what they're doing, and stolen by the fake news media. That's what they've done and what they're doing. We will never give up. We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's death involved. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore, and that's what this is all about. And to use a favorite term that all of you people really came up with, we will stop the steal. We have come to demand that Congress do the right thing and only count the electors who have been lawfully slated. Lawfully slated. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. Today we will see whether Republicans stand strong for integrity of our elections, but whether or not they stand strong for our country. Our country. Our country has been under siege for a long time.
We are gathered at a time when democracy is in crisis.
Do you remember all of this?
Recent polling shows that 30...
peacefully and patriotically, and you realize, right, there's still lawsuits
No.
going on because
Ma'am.
You realize that in Georgia there
Ma'am.
are 300,000 votes.
Ma'am.
They're missing them. That's why the Georgia governor is now on
Ma'am,
side.
you're
realize
spiraling.
that in Arizona, there's also a lawsuit going on.
Ma'am,
There's
you're
a lawsuit
spiraling.
that was...
Ma'am, I had to put you on mute. You're spiraling. I'm asking you some serious questions. Did Donald Trump go to the Capitol with his soldiers that day? America, let's try this again. Did he go to the Capitol with his soldiers? Did he go there? America, unmute yourself.
Again, they
Okay,
had
so you know who Ashley Babbitt was?
Yeah, she was an unarmed woman who was shot by a police officer. She was not allowed to be
Ma'am,
Does that make you feel better?
ma'am, listen to how Ashley Babbitt was sounding on January 6th when you said she supposedly was told to go peacefully and patriotically.
Where is everybody? Huh? You got where is Kamala? Where is Kamala? Talking about ISIS like KKK. We got this migrant camp. You know what? We have thousands of people on the other side of the border. You people can't get to work. Our economy is going to take an absolute tank because you guys refuse to choose America over your stupid political party.
There's an estimated over 3 million people here today. So despite what the media tells you, boots on the ground definitely say something different.
Boots on the ground.
Sea of nothing but red, white, and blue patriots and Trump.
She said there was nothing but a sea of nothing but blue, red, white, and blue patriots for Donald Trump at the Capitol on January 6th. America.
Officer? Are you a police officer?
America.
Are you a police officer? I'm asking you a
No,
question.
America. I'm
Okay,
going to get back to
well,
what I'm
here's-
talking about. I need to explain this to you, America. You ignoring the reality. Okay, so why did Ashley Babbitt say there was a sea of nothing but red, white, and blue patriots for Donald Trump there, while you're sitting on TikTok saying that this was a plan by the FBI? Somebody here is lying.
No, they did plan it with the FBI. There was
No.
700. Let me tell you this.
No.
Million
America.
There was
America.
only 1,200 people at the Capitol.
America.
Where were the rest of us, Zeus?
27.
Where was?
Were you there on January 6th?
No, I was not.
Okay, so then you can't speak too much about it, all right? We're going off the facts.
1,200 people there. I can because I've been researching all this.
Was Ashley Babbitt, was she a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
Okay, so this tells me that not just Ashley, but a lot of your friends, probably colleagues, ended up at the Capitol. And now, either the FBI invited them there or Donald Trump did. Which one is it? If you say it's the FBI, show us the proof.
I didn't say the FBI did.
Okay. So it's Donald Trump. No. So say Donald Trump.
No. Now you're
Say
twisting stuff and pivoting. So the FBI said that Proud Boys planned this to be there January 6th, okay? That's number one, because this happens every single
I've heard that.
time a president
Remember,
is-
we've already talked about that. So let's be honest, because we don't got all day.
Let's be honest.
You and I, we already heard your points, and I'm
police
saying,
officer, Capitol Police
Jesus
officer.
Christ. Oh my God. I have to this lady is so possessed with the MAGA demon, ladies and gentlemen. She's really having a hard time looking at Donald Trump and understanding that Donald Trump has led her down this dark and dangerous road.
Come on, Zeus. Just cut it out. Why don't you just say the truth? Like, she was unarmed. She was not supposed to be pew-pewed. That's for one.
But I'm trying
to...
Yeah, but I can't tell the truth if you keep interrupting me with these lies, America. So let's either have the conversation, or if it's between the two of us, I'm probably going to be the one doing all the talking. They've heard you in the chat. They've heard you. But what they're not hearing is you be honest.
She broke a window. She was unarmed.
Okay, they don't hear you being honest. So if you don't want to be honest with us, then this conversation doesn't quite make sense. Donald Trump and Donald Trump.
Police officer, if you are trained, you are not supposed to pull your gun out. It doesn't
You mean
matter.
pew-pew.
She was not.
You mean her
armed.
pew-pew.
She was not armed.
She was armed.
She was not. Did she have a weapon?
Her hands are weapons. You know how
they're
this
not.
works.
No.
Yes, they are.
My father is a cop, and
No.
let me tell you something. He knows
No. Your hands can be weapons, America. All right, trust me.
No, my father's a police officer, and
No.
he even said it. She was not supposed to be on.
Your father is lying to you. He's probably your father's a Trump supporter.
My father's a Trump supporter.
There you go. He's compromised.
He's not
America.
compromised. He's a
No, America. Unless you are willing to have this conversation.
New York City police officer.
Well, he's been unfortunately compromised. Now, can we
Hands are
have the
not
conversation?
weapons.
Can
So
we
you're
finish?
telling me that if
Can we finish having the conversation, or are you going to keep trying to do your little monologue thing? I'm really trying to help you.
I don't need your help. You need help. I've been watching you for a year. You need serious help. You and I have debated before. Okay.
No, we have.
We have debated before, and I wiped the floor with you then, and I'm telling you now. Don't lie to people. Stop lying to them. She was not supposed to be unalived. Hands are not weapons. Go look it up under.
Well, maybe you didn't learn from our last debate then, because apparently,
you didn't learn from your last debate. Hands aren't weapons, and you know.
Yeah, they are, and they can actually end up doing a lot of damage to people. A lot of people have lost. Hey, can someone take your life with their hands, America? Be honest.
You're not allowed to.
America. Somebody could take your life with their hands. I just want you to know that. And in case you didn't know, because you might be out. So let's stop the lies. Now, America, I see that you're struggling.
Why don't you stop? Don't you stop?
Because you can't control yourself, all right?
You know it was pre-planned. You know he said peacefully and patriotically. He said walk down. Walk.
Let me ask you a question. Since you know what? I'm starting to think you just might be.
You know why this is the last? You know why this is the last?
So, America, we're going to put a pin in that, all right? We're going to agree to disagree.
You know why it's his last court case?
I want to ask you another question.
Go ahead, ask me a question.
What does this mean?
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
What do you think about that?
I think she's a 40-year-old woman who speaks to her father about things. That's what I think. She's not a baby. See, you people try to twist things like,
What about this one?
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Oh, it's so weird.
If Ivanka wasn't his.
So she thinks he's beautiful. So you think your daughter is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. So if she wasn't his daughter and he thinks she's gorgeous, what is wrong with that?
You don't think that
Do you have
that
children? Do you have
I
kids?
don't
And you
have
say to your
children.
daughter or son, you're
I
handsome and you're
don't.
beautiful.
You can say those things, but
Well,
I would.
that's what he
Are
meant.
you
That
are
she's
you are you are
beautiful.
you are you married?
Am I married? Yes, I'm married.
And so your husband, you let your husband talk like that to your daughter? You have a daughter?
I have a daughter. Yes, I do.
Is it okay for you?
He didn't. He did not say that
Is
to
he
his daughter.
is he
was
available?
talking
Is
to
he
Howard
around
Stern.
right now? Is he available right now? Can y'all get on the camera and
No,
let
my
us see
my
how?
husband is at work.
Oh, okay. So you're at home and you're telling America, there's people in this live, that it's okay for a dad to say this to his daughter.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
If Ivanka
it to
wasn't my
Howard Stern.
daughter,
He said it to Howard
yeah,
Stern.
okay, wherever. It's okay for fathers
my
to say that
daughter
about
is
their daughter.
beautiful, and if she wasn't my daughter, maybe I'd be dating her, because he's
No.
a man thinking his daughter's absolutely gorgeous.
Are you a Christian?
Oh my God! Here we go with the religion garbage.
Are you?
Of course I am.
It never ceases to amaze me. It
Why?
never. It
What does
never.
my Christianity have to do with the truth? So he thinks his daughter is beautiful. So if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I would be dating her. So he's saying she's beautiful. He's also from New York. Do you know how people from New York speak? Do you have any clue? Because you don't. We're just truthful. That's
I
how
can't.
we talk. We are very truthful.
So let me ask another question. You know who this guy Jeffrey E is? Jeffrey Epstein. You know who that is?
Yes, and I've read his court case, and I told you, you're talking to the wrong person.
So let me get
Okay,
this
they
clear. Let's get it
visited him
clear.
in
No,
New
no, no,
Jersey, and
no, no,
that's
no, no. But
Okay,
Trump has
he's
been
never
in.
been to his island. That's
Trump
it.
was in videos and pictures with him,
So
right?
what? And Trump also
So what?
threw him out of his Mar-a-Lago club for speaking to an underage girl. Threw him out. And he also told the FBI that if
Here we
they
go with the
wanted any
FBI
information
thing.
and he could be of any help, he would help them. So no, Zeus.
You know what, America? America. I bet you a lot of
everything.
America, and I'm going to say this with as much as conviction as I can. You're in a cult, and
I'm
it's
not in a
sick,
cult.
and it's sick. And it's sick
See,
what
you
you've
guys-
allowed to. If
see, you
it's
guys
sick,
think
ma'am, it's
You
sick,
repeat.
ma'am. It's sick what the MAGA demon has done to your
Zeus,
brain.
You parrot back everything
It's
your leaders
sick. It's sick what the MAGA demon
tell
has
you
done
you're
to
gonna
your
vote for
brain.
Kamala, like you're like little minions going, oh.
You sat here and you excused Donald Trump's inappropriate
I didn't excuse anything.
behavior,
I said what he meant.
his sexual abuse, his predatory behavior. You're excusing it
I'm
all.
not excusing anything because that's what he meant. She's beautiful. That's not anything.
And you know what Stormy Daniels, she said right before Donald Trump took
He
advantage
also wrote
of her.
two letters that said,
She said right before Donald Trump took advantage of her, he told her she reminded him of his daughter Ivanka.
bull crap because
That's what he said.
that stated.
This is the same man that's been dancing and in videos with Jeffrey E. You get up here and defend the indefensible. You defend the indefensible,
Never
America. America.
There are
Let me
two letters
let me
written that he never
let me
touched her.
Let me minister to your soul, if you don't mind. All right, just let the mute sit there for a second, because you've said enough. All right, you're defending the indefensible. All right, you are not a Christian at all. You're a hypocrite. You're a liar. You support a seditionist, treasonous traitor who has been found liable for raping and defaming women. E. Jean Carroll, go look it up. 26 other women have also accused him. You see this man hanging out with a well-known predator, an evil person, dancing and flying in his plane, flight logs and messages. All these things show you that Donald Trump is not a good person. And yet you've aligned yourself with him. You've believed every single lie he said, and you continue to defend it. You're in a cult, America, and it's a shame. It really
What
is.
lie am I defending? Which lie? Tell me.
Go. You have a computer?
Yeah. Which lie? Tell me.
Look up Donald Trump tells over 30,000 lies.
I'm asking you. I didn't know.
No.
You
Go
said I
look
was
it up. Go look it
defending his
up.
lies. No, you said I was defending his lies. Which lie? Because you and I haven't spoken about any lies. So which lie am I defending?
You're defending his January 6th, the big lie. You're defending that. You're defending the statements that he made about his own daughter.
The facts were it was pre-planned. So let's move on to, let's stop with January
Okay.
6th. That's just garbage.
No. And as far as I'm concerned, America, you've let a lot of people down. You're not a Christian. You're not a Christian, and you are on your way to hell with
God
gasoline
said
drop. No.
all
You're
the
on. No. Don't bring the good Lord. Don't bring the good Lord. It's better a millstone is tied around your neck and you're cast into the sea than for you to be out here on TikTok causing harm to these children with your dangerous rhetoric. And your rhetoric is dangerous. It's unhinged. It's not based in reality. It's based in no. Don't ask me because I'm turning up the temperature. I am turning up the temperature on the lake of fire, ladies and gentlemen. No, you can't Google nothing. You don't even know how to use Google. I'm turning up the temperature on the lake of fire. I'm turning up the temperature on the lake. Do you want to repent right now? Do you want to take anything? Do you want to take anything? Do you want to take it? Do you want to take anything back? Because I'm turning up the temperature. You're about to get in the lake of fire.
Are you Catholic?
All right. Any last words?
Are you Catholic?
Going once, going twice. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, woo! America is one of the deranged Trump supporters on this app. She's out here causing harm in ways she just doesn't understand. I think America might be a great person, but when they're possessed with that MAGA demon, she's doing the work, not of the good Lord, but of the devil. So guess what, America 27? I got the lake of fire turned up extra hot just for you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's throw America 27 in this huge lake fire, all right? Because she deserves it. Join me in giving her our biggest round of, you guessed it, booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
You're on your way to hell, America 27. You're definitely on your way to hell because not one thing you said was truthful, all right? And you really do need to reflect on everything that you just said, all right? Seriously. All right, let's move it along. I don't got much time, ladies and gentlemen. You see what we're doing over here, all right? Let's see what my good friend Jess has to say. Good morning, Jess. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, another day in the kingdom, obviously, tending to these affairs. Any thoughts about any of the stuff we've seen so far?
So, the 30,000 a day averages out to 21 lies a day, just so we're clear. And I got a little slideshow today, so I'm working backwards. Normally, an assault involving punching wouldn't make the hands deadly weapons, but if the punching is repeated and extremely severe and caused permanent damage, a court would be more likely to rule otherwise. So it's up to the extent of the injuries. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jess. I knew it. I knew you had it covered. We're educating people.
Let's see. Oh, this is the very fine people on both sides quote. You had many people in that group, other than neo-Yazis and white nationalists, Trump said. The press has treated them absolutely unfairly. You had some very fine people on both sides. Ew.
Yeah. America, are you listening?
And while America was raging, I just wanted to look up that there's a striking revelation that attitude towards democracy and use of violence, a substantial 90% of MAGA Republicans perceived a serious threat to American democracy, a perception considerably higher than that of strong Republicans and other Republicans or non-Republicans.
Wow. Wow, America, do you see the issue now? You've been radicalized. Something dangerous with you.
And it shows that you guys are more likely to endorse political violence in another survey.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. Wow. You know, she really dug into it, right?
Trump did not sign an order to deploy 20,000 troops on January 6th. He did not care to call the National Guard. He had to be begged. And you want to talk about how disrespect, lady. You want to talk about disrespect? This is where it should have been ended. This is where it should have been cut off. He made fun of a journalist with polydactyl syndrome. You should be ashamed of yourself. You don't know anything about, or actually, you know everything about disrespect.
Thinks she can't tell you. You can't tell her a thing. She knows everything, right? You're right, Jess.
And matter of fact, you really pissed me off whenever you said Kamala's name wrong. It's Kamala. And you know who you were acting like? Nancy Mace. Because she just did an interview where she said, I can say it however I want. And you sounded just like that B word. Ooh, you're lucky I kept it clean.
You kept it clean. Thank you, Jess. We got to keep our standards despite the fact that America clearly has no standards. We're going to show her how to do it.
You don't care, America. We know you don't care because you have no morals, you have no heart, you have no empathy, you have no kindness in your soul whatsoever. You are as sad and deplorable and degrading as Hillary Clinton and Biden have said. You guys are filthy to your core.
Wow.
You need to look up how microaggressions work. Matter of fact, let's talk about Jesse Waters for a second, because this man pissed me off too. This man said that Kamala Harris will freeze up in meetings with world leaders and that they would have their way with her. You guys are sick. You know what that implies, right? You know what that's inferring, right?
Nasty. It's the predatory behavior that we've seen with Trump all the way to Elon, right?
Kamala's the queen of infidelity, Russ. Then how come Donald Trump slept his way to the bottom?
Oh.
At least she allegedly slept her way to the top. Donald Trump slept his way to debt, to fascism, to the depths of HE double hockey sticks. Okay? Now, matter of fact, let's talk about the National Association of Home Builders. They are applauding Kamala Harris's efforts. They are commending her. They did give her a little bit of criticism about federal regulatory fees or something like that, but they have a policy idea in place and they want to work with her. They want to talk to her about it and be a team and make sure that the American people can have easier access to owning their own homes.
Wow. So what does that tell you, MAGA?
And y'all want to and Snuggles wanted to talk about polls. So there's one.
Oh, August 27, 2024? That's current.
There's
Snuggles. Oh.
There's 3.
Oh. Snuggles.
And they're all within the margin of error. So she is leading. She is leading.
Yeah.
Good luck. And this is not to get cocky. This is not to get confident. I need all the Democrats, people on the left or independent or even Republicans that have a brain. Do not get complacent. Do not get comfortable. Polls do not vote. And this is how Hillary got in. If you don't vote, we're going to have Trump again. Get out and vote. Check your voter registration. Make sure, especially if you're in red states, make sure you are registered because they are playing these games and they don't want you. They will do everything they can to stop you from voting.
Tell them, Jess. Jess, ladies and gentlemen.
And let's just go about.
Oh, you got more. Go ahead. Go. Oh.
202 photos and over 17 events.
Oh.
With Katie Diddler.
Oh, Jess is cooking you MAGA demons up. Y'all can't say you didn't see it. You didn't hear it. Go ahead, Jess.
He'll never be asking for forgiveness. I will be asking for forgiveness, but hopefully I won't have to be asking for much forgiveness. As you know, I'm a Presbyterian and Protestant. I've had great relationships and developed even greater relationships with ministers. We have tremendous support from the clergy. I think I will be doing very well during the election with evangelicals and Christians. In the Middle East, and this is prior to migration, you had almost no chance of coming into the United States. Christians from Syria, of which there were many, many of their heads chopped off. If you were a Muslim from Syria, it was one of the easiest places to come in. I thought that was deplorable. He added, I'm going to treat my religion, which is...
Where'd you go, Jess?
He added, I'm going to treat my religion.
Uh-oh. Let's get it. Keep going, Jess.
I'm here.
Okay.
He added, I'm going to treat my religion, which is Christian, with great respect and care. Y'all need to get over yourselves. Katie Johnson. Her lawyer says that Trump's accuser had received too many death threats and was too scared to show up, which is why she dropped the case.
Wow.
Let's see. E. Jean Carroll. Judge Kaplan says he did grape her.
Oh.
In his own words, there was enough evidence. But the statute of limitations, obviously it's civil, but you guys don't care about that, right?
She's not a liar, Violet. Listen up. I hope that maybe I misread that, but Violet, I would hate to think you were saying something bad about Jess. She's giving you facts.
In almost 20 years, Donald Trump has called his daughter voluptuous. He said it's okay to describe her as a piece of ass on the Howard Stern show. He said on The View, perhaps I'd be dating her. He said on Wendy Williams, he has sex in common with her. You guys think that this is all a joke. This is all a joke to you guys. And then when Donald Trump was watching his 16-year-old daughter host the 1997 Miss Teen USA pageant, he turned to the then Miss Universe, and said, "Don't you think my daughter's hot? She's hot, right? She's so
America, are you there? Where's America at right now? I need to check on that demon real quick. America, are you there? Are you still in the lake right now cooking? Where are you at? Go, Jess."
And then for these people who saying Project 2025 isn't Trump's thing, this is like the 7th or 8th mandate for leadership. If you go back to Donald Trump's old administration, he has embraced 334 unique policy recommendations, and that's 64% of the policy prescriptions that were included in Trump's budget implemented through regulatory guidance. This is from the Heritage Foundation's website themselves.
Wow. So he's just been exposed at all levels so far. You got more?
Jess? I got one more thing. Massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. Our great founders did not want and would not condone false and fraudulent elections. He got a lot of heat for that because he called for the termination of the Constitution. Y'all are despicable. And with all of that, I'm going to drop my happy behind down. Y'all are clowns.
Thank you. I couldn't have said it better. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Jess a round of applause. We've heard a lot of things today, ladies and gentlemen. I've never thought in a million years I would hear a woman say it is okay for her partner or any other man to refer to their daughter in a Romantic S way. I gotta keep it clean on TikTok. I never thought, and to add insult to injury, a Christian. You Trump supporters, I tell you, you've really stepped in it. And I do mean stepped in it. And you've lost all credibility. There are some that I have been able to reach, but that one, America 27, unreachable, ladies and gentlemen, unreachable. When you hear people talk like that, run for the hills, all right? Seriously, run for the hills, all right? You can't touch these people, not even with a 20-foot pole.
Man, oh man, Jessica cooked. Woo.
Yes, Jessica Cook. Good morning, Shay. How are you doing this morning? Yes.
Good, my friend. How are you?
I'm all right. We're dealing with a lot of
macademons, my friend.
It's strange what they're doing. I gave her so many opportunities, gave him so many opportunities. The first one, he dropped out. It was too much truth. She doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down in terms of just the level of lies, deception, evil. I think we need to check her hard drive.
Oh, and the thing is, with the pronunciation of her name, have we ever done that? I'm not going to say Trump. I'm going to say Tramp, because that's what his name is. I don't care how he pronounces his name. I'm just going to call him Tramp.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Trope. I mean, What is this with you people? I just laugh my butt off thinking, you can't say her name. Just admit, I can't say her name because I don't have the education, or I'm not able to speak the names that just aren't Sally and Susan. It's just me. I'm just in the depths of I can't say her name. I don't want to say her name.
Yeah.
It is their racism, Karen. And it's just so sad to me that that's how bottom they have to go, because they don't have the facts, right? And you laid it out with, I won't even call her America. She's ridiculous. But you laid it out for her, and it doesn't, she said over 100.
Lady Giselle, thank you.
Yeah,
keep going.
At the 1,200 people were at the Capitol. It was a lot more than 1,200. It was 1,200 that were charged and that are sitting in prison.
Yeah.
That's the number you missed, honey. It wasn't just 1,200 at the Capitol.
Look at this guy, Cuddle Bear, says, we bring the race card. Shay, if you don't mind, I might have to bring him up here because
you do
it's so interesting when you get in the box how all these MAGA men start to show their misogyny. Sir, you have a problem with what we're talking about?
I don't believe it's a race issue.
You don't think it is? Doesn't mean what you think is true, but it clearly is disrespectful.
No, it's not.
So it's not race and it's not disrespectful?
You're bringing a race card into politics where race card is not needed.
Well, what do you think of that, Shay? What do you think? Is Cuddle on to something?
No, not really. I mean, listen, I am far from the person. Hi, I was speaking.
Cuddle. Let Shay talk, sir. Control the demon.
What you need to understand is, I agree, not everything is about race. That is 100% correct. But one of the things that we can go to, when Obama was in office, the way your side speaks about Obama, the way now they're speaking about Kamala Harris, shows this issue that we still have in this country. And you don't need to disrespect her. You don't need to refuse to pronounce her name correctly. That's just from an ignorant standpoint. And a lot of times that's what it is. I don't like this.
You get it now, Cuddle?
Weird
you
names
get it?
affect me. I don't know.
You get what Shay is saying? I don't want to call you Cuddle Bear because I don't want to cuddle with the demon. Do you get what Shay is saying? It is about race. It is about her being a woman.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do about her being a woman.
And it is disrespectful.
It does. Look what Jesse Waters said. She's going to be taken advantage of. These men are going to take advantage of her. You know how many people feel that way because she's a woman? That's why a lot of people don't want women as soldiers.
Did you not hear the comment?
It's disgusting.
Sir, did you not hear the comment that was made?
You're saying I respect women in the armed services.
Okay, no. Let me play to you what we're talking about on Fox News. Listen to this, sir. I want you to explain to me and tell me it's not because she's a woman.
This is where the president has his most impact. You have a lot of room to maneuver there as commander-in-chief. We don't know who she is. We don't know what she believes. She's going to get paralyzed in the Situation Room while the generals have their way with her. Right now...
You hear that?
That's the way some things are structured. It's not all everybody.
Maybe you didn't catch it. Maybe you didn't catch it. Let me say that. Let me play it again.
While the generals have their way with her.
Wait.
Situation Room while the generals have their way. Paralyzed in the Situation Room. She's going to get paralyzed in the Situation Room while the generals have their way with her. Right now,
Jesse,
I don't like that. Figuratively,
even the women on the panel had to tell him, "You went too far." So you can't get on TikTok and say it's not about her being a woman.
It's the position is what they're talking about. Not that she's a woman. It's a position she's in. You've seen what happened with the national security, the Secret Service lady.
Sir.
Well,
Sir?
Do you think Margaret Thatcher was taken advantage of by generals? I mean, we've had plenty of world leaders that are women, and it's just sickening the way they talk about her, knee pads, things like that. She's never committed an infidelity in her life. And it's just weird that you guys throw her in there.
She was having an affair with a married man.
He was, Jesus Christ. He's still legally separated from his wife.
Okay, but let's
40 years.
Sorry, Shay. Can I ask you a question?
For 10 years. Stop.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. So it's a problem to have an affair all of a sudden?
Yeah, right?
It's not a
Great
problem to
fucking
have an
question.
affair, but I mean, you can't use that as a crutch.
Well, it's okay for Trump because he's a man, right, Cuddle Bear?
No, I don't believe in what he did. I don't believe in what he did.
You don't believe in it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
It does. I ain't saying
He did it. He did it. So you acknowledge that he did cheat on his wives, and even in the case with Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
You believe you haven't said anything critical about that? What would you say to Donald Trump if you could say it to him right now about him cheating on his wives, committing these
wrong.
You would tell Donald Trump he was wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're still going to vote for him?
He says and does, but like I said, when it comes to certain things, it's just way he takes care of the business. And the way she talked about economics, she had no clue.
Wrong. See, there you do it again. You're blaming.
And when they asked her an economic question, and she ran.
I already know you don't believe that, because the next thing I'll say is this. Well, then clearly you had no problem with Joe Biden. He was a man. You had a problem with you didn't have a problem with Joe Biden then, right?
Oh, I had a problem with him too.
So that's what I mean.
He was an imbecile.
See what I'm saying? You're not being consistent in your argument up here with us, all right? So what I need you to,
and it's not, and a president is not the place to be. Vice president is fine, military is fine, but in the place of foreign power like that, none of the countries that are run by men are going to respect her, and that makes us look weak.
Because she's president of the United States, they will respect her because she holds the office. Bottom line.
There's, you can name
what part
five countries right now.
You really don't understand foreign policy at all, do you? You don't understand the power of the United States. She holds the power. She will hold the power. Therefore, they will respect the fact that she holds.
No, they won't. They don't respect.
Yeah, they will.
So, Mr. Bear, you got in the box and you said it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. Now you're telling us it does, because guess what? A woman can go anywhere in this country and they could even be a vice president, but they just can't be a president because of Mr. Bear.
Yeah, Germany had a woman leader. What about Angela Merkel? You think she was disrespected? No.
Absolutely.
No. You have no facts to back that up. I guarantee there's tons of CEOs that are women.
Look at the
You think they walk into a
Germany
boardroom, Cuddle Bear? Hey. You
Tell
think
him,
a
Shay.
woman that's a CEO that walks into a boardroom isn't respected? Do you think the people underneath her are going to sit there and backtalk her and risk being fired? It's not going to happen. Women in leadership positions are women in leadership positions. And that means that they get the respect that they have deserved and earned, period, regardless if they're a woman or a man. A man is no stronger than a woman when it comes to those kind of things. It's ridiculous. You need to stop being in the 50s.
Putin laughed at her, right?
What? You don't think Trump was laughed at on a daily basis? Do you see the baby balloons? Baby Trump balloons flying over Europe? You think they respected him? They didn't. They thought he was a fool. They laughed behind his back. It's on video. World leaders literally laughing about him.
All I can say
You guys
is,
need to wake up.
if she is made president,
Cuddle
don't
Bear.
come crying
You're gonna get to see.
us
You're
when
gonna
it
get to
falls
see how
apart.
strong she is. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're gonna
we'll
get
see
to
how,
see
because she can't answer a question
It's time for y'all to
with
get
a
out of the dark
legitimate.
Cuddle,
Yeah.
cuddle,
the
cuddle,
dark ages, dude.
cuddle. Do you
In
respect
that dark
women?
ages,
Do,
woman,
do,
it's
do
just
you
plain
res-
fact. If she can't
do you
answer
respect
simple
women?
You
questions
are.
without
You're in the fucking
rambling
dark
on,
ages, dude.
do you respect women, Cuddle? Mr.
Yes.
Cuddle Bear. Okay. Are you sure?
absolutely.
So
No, you don't.
yeah, we know he doesn't.
You think women have
I
a place
absolutely
in
do
the
respect
world?
women. I just
No, you
say
don't.
there's
You
certain
don't.
positions they should not have.
Cuddle, we
see,
know.
right
Cuddle,
there, what you just
Cuddle.
said. That's
Cuddle.
not respecting women.
We're telling you, and you're talking to a woman, and a woman is giving you real time feedback, and she's saying, Shay is telling you, you don't respect women. I'm telling you, I'm listening to your rhetoric, and you don't respect women. And all of your comments.
Women, I just don't. You cannot put a woman in a position of that high.
I've heard that. I've heard. I've heard. I've heard. We've heard that statement, and we're sharing with you is you're wrong.
Even though
Nope.
Queen Elizabeth was queen for over 70, 80 years, do you think England was respected by other countries? No.
Let me put.
Oh my God! Do I need to explain to you?
Let me ask. Let's ask the audience. Let's ask the audience. We have to do a poll. If you believe Cuddle does not respect women, please put a 1 in the chat. If you believe Cuddle Bear does not respect women, could you please put a 1 in the chat? All right. And now Cuddle Bear, I need you to
Anything, I'm cracking up over Queen Elizabeth.
look at this, Cuddle Bear. Look at all these people putting 1s in chat. These people don't believe you respect women. Cuddle Bear, you see that? You see this, Cuddle Bear?
You know that the Queen of England has not had power since 1788.
Thank you.
Right?
Look at that. Over 300 people. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe Cuddle Bear does not respect women. Look at that. Look at that. Listen, it restarted. Cuddle Bear. There's hundreds of people in here that don't believe you respect women. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to conclude you don't respect women. Kamala Harris is more than capable. Listen, Kamala Harris is more than capable of being the president. You know her track record. DA, Attorney General, DA, Attorney General, Senator, Vice President. What's next? President.
President. That's right.
No, she let.
So Cuddle Bear.
Okay with her releasing criminals and allow them to go run free on the.
Who's
on
releasing
the side.
criminals? Nobody released criminals. It's not being
She
stupid.
released a darn drug lord from Mexico, and he nearly killed a white woman.
Talking about, sir.
No. See, Cuddle.
Father and sons were killed.
Cuddle.
Another woman was killed.
I'm gonna mute him. Okay, so Cuddle, you can't have a problem with criminals while you're voting for a criminal.
Right.
Is that right, Shay?
Right, exactly that part. You're voting for a felon, dude. So
You took the moment you voted for Trump, you can't talk about you don't want to support criminals. Number one. Number two, you're voting for a man that doesn't respect women, right? But Cuddle said he respects women, but he's voting for a man that clearly has no respect for women. Cuddle, it's with great pleasure that I do this to you.
daughters.
We're gonna send him straight to the lake of fire. Shay, Cuddle Bear is he's lost. All right, I hope he finds his way. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Cuddle Bear a round of, you guessed it, booze and shame. Silence, you maggot.
Silence, you macadamia.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
Tell him, Shay.
I really want everyone, and this includes women, I want every woman and man that feels that a woman cannot be president to super analyze yourself. You need to analyze why you feel that way, what your upbringing has been, what you've been told. And it's really, really a shame that you think that way and that you feel that way. It's called the patriarchy. And you need to understand that we are no longer in that world where women have to be defined by what we have between our legs. We need to be defined as human beings and our capabilities and our resumes and everything else, just like men. We're equal to men on that standard, period. And if you don't feel that way or you don't think that way, then that says a lot about who you are. And I'm talking to the women as well.
Tell them.
There are women that absolutely believe that. And it's a shame because we were raised to think that way, that, oh, you know, your job is to, you know, have kids and take care of the family, and the man is the head of the house and he's the ones to lead you. And you think about the marriage ceremonies, you think about everything that's fed into that dichotomy between a man and a woman.
Right.
I'm here to tell you, we've been breaking that for a long time. And by the way, the Queen of England had no political power. They haven't had political power since 1788. You can do I'm a British historian, so you're welcome to check that out. It's been a constitutional monarchy for a long time. So,
wow.
Yeah. So y'all just need to get a clue about that. She was a figurehead. She held no power. Anyway.
Tell him, Shay. Well, listen.
She would have been an incredible leader. But anyway,
yeah,
all right, I'll let you go, my friend. Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Shay No Lies Detected. Love you too. Oh my goodness. All right. Who do we got next? All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this MAGA demon real quick. I got to get this out of the way. Once a week, usually. Let's go. Tom.
What's going on?
You've been requesting to get in the box for a while. What is it that you would like to say to Zeus?
Well, it's not actually to you. It's to your bootlicking cultists. You know, the cult of
Why does he always get in the box and start out with a lie? You don't need to do that. There's none of that in here. There's no one. That first thing you hit, there's nothing like that in here. So let's try again. Either you're going to.
No, they're bootlickers.
Oh. See, there you go. See, so you don't want to respect the folks in the audience?
I don't. They don't respect us. Why should we respect them?
You don't feel like you're getting respected here?
You don't respect any Republicans.
No, actually, I do. I have a lot of respect. All right, I do. Okay, but why would you come here when you know the rules, which is I don't allow Trump supporters to be victims around us?
Oh, no, I'm not playing the victim. I'm saying that your cultist followers are victims.
There's no cult here. There's none of that here.
The kingdom is a cult, and you're their cult leader.
Okay, so you're triggered this morning.
You're their leader. Admit it.
You're getting triggered this morning.
No, I'm not triggered. I feel sorry for the people that you've brainwashed.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, here's the thing. So, ladies and gentlemen,
let me explain it.
You need to clean up your language. All right.
I didn't.
No. But you're being very immature. All right, and I expect more.
I'm not being immature. I'm saying facts.
No, because nothing you're saying.
Right?
You're sounding.
You like facts, right?
Here's the deal. And I keep trying to say this. When you're ugly on the outside, that's one thing, right? Because you can't. But ugly on the inside, that's a completely different ball game.
But you like facts, right?
No. Yeah. The fact is, you're an ugly person on the inside.
Hold on. Can I state some facts? You always want us to come up and state facts. Can I state facts?
Depending on what it is, I have the right. I have the.
You want to hear? That's the facts you want.
If it's inappropriate, if it's inappropriate, I will do what I need to do to make sure I don't allow it to tarnish.
You tell your cultists.
No. We're having a conversation on TikTok. Stick to that. When I'm having a conversation on TikTok and there's people here engaged in it, what?
Well, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
When I'm out here and I'm having conversations on TikTok and there's people engaged in it, what?
It's a back and forth usually. But only a back and forth when you allow it.
Okay,
because
so what's your issue?
Somebody says something you don't like, what do? You mute them. Because you don't want to hear anything other than what you think people need to be saying. That's why I say you think you're equal to God. You think you know all. You think you see all. So, I mean, your followers, your bootlickers, they're brainwashed by you.
How about this? The problem is this, and I'm being serious. How about this? The fact that we have to get on this app daily to combat all of the misinformation and lies that folks like you
get on here every day and listen to Charlie Brown's teachers like you.
That folks like yourself get out here and do.
You all sound like Charlie Brown's teachers.
Okay, that's the first issue. The second issue is, you, sir, you're more than welcome to go host your own live and get things and say whatever you want. Why haven't you done it?
Oh, I do.
Okay, so then are you getting the results? So you're not getting the results you want. So you come over here to Zeus.
I'm a one subject creator. The only thing you can talk about is Trump. That's the only thing you concentrate on. Trump this, Trump that, Trump this.
What do you talk about? I'm curious.
I can almost guarantee you.
Wait a second. Excuse me. What do you talk about? You're multidimensional. You're ambidextrous up here. Like what?
We talk about family. We talk about our days at work. We talk about what's happened to us over the week. I don't talk just politics.
Okay, so and how's that working out for you?
I can talk to an empty room. I don't care.
I'm asking.
Just like you, I'm a narcissist. I like
okay,
to sound
so clearly it's not working out.
Because a narcissist has an overinflated.
Ooh, he's spiraling, ladies and gentlemen. He's all over. I'm like you. Now wait a second, Zeus. I'm not like you. What is it? Which one are you? Like me or not like me?
No, I'm
it
not
seems
like you
like
I actually care about everybody's opinions.
Okay, no, you don't. You don't have anyone in your room. You just said it. You talk to an empty room. So whose opinion matters in an empty room?
I could talk to an empty room. I didn't say I do. I said I could.
Okay, it sounds to me like you're suffering right now, and I'll help you understand why. This is a good example of a Trump supporter that's suffering.
I don't do this for the likes and the follows.
Okay. So guess what?
People like me. I don't care if people follow me.
Okay, well then you won't care if I throw you into the lake of fire, ladies and gentlemen. Join me in giving Tiny Tank Top Tim what he deserves: a free first-class trip straight to the pits of hell. He just jumped into the lake of fire. Let's give him a round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA Dayton.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
You hear that?
If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Let's get the couple. Let's see. Who do we have here? Pamela. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, it's Pamela. Good morning.
Pamela. I thought okay. Pamela. That's an interesting, beautiful name. Sorry about that. Yes, I'm all right. How are you?
Amazing. I'm not a Trump supporter though.
That's fine. That's fine. What is there something you wanted to say?
Well, I mean, just Your Majesty or whatever his name was. I mean, he just did not even have a point. Just never, you brought him on live and he just didn't have a point. However, I'm from Texas, and right now Ken Paxton has been invading Latino activists' homes.
I've heard.
Yeah, he's been raiding them. And we've had 2.1 million votes, 2.1 million registrations that have been purged.
Wow.
However, in the state of Texas, you also, on election day, because those are the people that have not voted the last two federal elections, that's how they got purged.
Wow.
So I'm just urging people to go to vote.org and make sure that your registration is up to date in the state of Texas. And if you need to change your address, because we plan on it being a lot of traffic. I'm also an election judge and a deputy registrar.
Okay, all right. We got a real one up here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for getting the message out there, all right, because we must continue to remind people to vote, but also to make sure that they are registered to vote and not just, check once, keep checking, right?
Yes, and as Mrs. Obama says, plan your vote and vote to plan.
Thank you.
Yes, and you cannot register in person in Texas on Election Day. The last day to register for the election in the state of Texas is October 10th.
Wow. Tell them.
And so we have early voting that begins, I believe it's on the 21st through November 2nd. Election Day is November 5th.
Okay. All right. Are y'all writing that down in your notepads? You're saving it on your devices? You said what website should they be going to get this information?
Vote.org.
Let's go.
Yeah, and I'm in Harris County, so if you're in Harris County, you can go to harrisvotes.com and scroll down to the bottom and go to voter registration, and then just go to voter registration and then click on that and then go to the voter box and register.
Amen.
And if you find out that your registration is not showing up when you get to the voting polls, make sure that you vote provisionally.
Okay.
And then they can also give you a slip of paper that you can track your vote.
Tell them.
To ensure that it's counted.
Tell them. This is what we got to do, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting the truth out here and reminding the American people to let their voices be heard. Get out there and vote. All right. Well, listen, Pamela, I appreciate.
And they're saying, I see in the comments that they're saying register in person. In the state of Texas, you really can't vote. You can't register in person. You have to register online and request a registration via mail, or get together with somebody like myself that's a voter registrar, and then I will take that to the satellite offices.
Wow.
And but you cannot do that Election Day. If you go to the satellite office or go to the voter registration office, yeah, you can do that in person, but it's not convenient.
Wow.
And I do know that we have been, if you registered at DPS, I see some people there. DPS was down for a period of time. So just make sure that you go online to confirm your registration, because GPS, the systems were not talking to each other. So we just got off of a call with election judges last week. And so, those of us that were nominated by the party. So I was nominated by the Democratic Party. So I have a 2-year stint. So just make sure that you are checking your registration for Harris County. It's harrisvotes.com. And then you scroll down to the bottom where it says contact us. Right below it, contact us. It says voter registration. Click on that. Go to the box where it says the voting is going into the ballot box. And put it in there.
All righty then. Well, listen, I got to move on. All right, my good friend.
Well,
but
thank
it was
you
a
guys
pleasure.
for listening, and have
You're
a great
welcome.
election, guys.
All right. All right, let's give it up to Pamela, ladies and gentlemen. No lies detected. No lies detected. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get up out of here. All right. Now it's time for Zeus to depart. Oh, wait a second. A MAGA demon, real quickly. I got to deal with this. Who is this right here? This is a MAGA demon. Daphne Crutchfield. How are you? Oh, God. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Now, that's a MAGA demon. I don't even know if that MAGA demon was of age. All right. But you crawled up the wrong tree, and unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you the blessing that I've given all the other MAGA demons. All right. Who was that? All right. Who was that? It says, hold on real quick. Who was that MAGA demon? Ladies and gentlemen? Join me in giving that previous guest, too young to get in the box to talk to Zeus, clearly upset that I've been telling the truth about their daddy, Donald J. Trump. All right. And possibly, you know what? They clearly are in a cult. I didn't know it could happen to those that are that young. Join me in giving Daphne what Daphne deserves. because she or he, I don't know, they've allowed the demon to take advantage of them on TikTok, and they've embarrassed themselves. Join me in giving them a round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA
If you're not happy here, then you can
Hi. All right, good morning. Tiffany, you said you had something quick to say. How are you?
Something quick to say. I'm so glad that Pamela came up and said that because it's happening in a lot of states. And how dare Your Majesty or anybody else come up with full-chested, acting like they have something to say that's of importance or real and is factual when we have, this entire plan to take away our votes, the people who are voting, people that are registered to vote that are being taken off the list. You guys better wait, because this year they are planned, they have everything in line, and they are ready for all of this fraud. And Trump is going down after November 5th. I can't wait for this to be over.
Exactly. I agree. All right.
Enough is enough. I mean, my God.
Yeah, we're going to get them, though. We're going to get them, and we're not going to let them off the hook, all right?
Thank you, Zeus.
You're welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Tiffany Speaks. No lies detected! All right, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Oh, my goodness. An incredible show, gentlemen, all right? We've laughed, we've cried, and boy, oh boy, we have a lot more to do, but unfortunately, we can't do it here. I have to get up out of here, all right? Before I leave, first of all, you all who survived deserve a round of applause. You're welcome. All right, thank you to the subscribers, to all of the gifters, to the moderators and the panelists. Only the panelists that got up here told the truth. The other ones that I sent to hell, you got work to do. You really do deserve this. Thank you for keeping the show entertaining, educational, and exciting, seriously. But we got to give our final round of boos and shame to all of the Zeus haters out there. Not just my haters, these are also your haters, all right? Trust me when I tell you, they get on TikTok day in and day out and promote misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin. They promote evil, misogyny, bigotry, xenophobia, racism, hatred, corruption, and all kind of criminality on behalf of their orange cult leader, Donald J. Trump. Join me in giving them our final round of, you guessed it, boos and shame. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. I'm out of here. And I really am the most handsome. All right, I really am. Have a great rest of your morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Tiffany for the people. Rick, as always.
When I'm walking like
thank
Zeus.
you.
This is how I sound when I'm talking like
Jackson
Zeus.
is coming.
This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus.
It's Cam.
Act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus.
Don't be playing with my mood
when I'm moving like Zeus.
Let's go.
Pull up like Zeus.
Have a great rest of your morning.
Like you up like Zeus. I make my own rules. I'm a god. Call me Zeus.
I'll be back tomorrow. Same Zeus time. Same Zeus channel. Rosa, thank you. Tiffany for the people. DJ Kitty Cat family. Let's go, Dark Scorpio. Let's go, Ray Ray. I appreciate you too. Queen, please. Love you too. Mystica, I love you. Hey, MAGA. It's not going to get any easier. You're in a lot of trouble, and I do mean it. Thank you, Rick. Yes, Tiffany, grab your juice. Seriously, wow.
I'm the one that they choose. You
Oh
know
my goodness, Rick, you're doing a lot. All right, you don't have to, but you do. I appreciate it. All right.
This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like
Let's
Zeus.
go!
My move when I'm moving like Zeus.
It's gonna be alright, ladies and gentlemen. Kamala Harris knows what she's doing.
rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm hotter than Hades.
Hey!
You say you wanted facts, well, I'm living proof. I've been waiting for this moment, now I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you guaranteed to lose. I never get rules, so don't play me like a fool.
You don't mind if I go off teleprompter for a second?
People telling me the truth.
You don't mind if we go off teleprompter?
You don't mind if I
with the truth.
insane asylum?
Hey, little mama, let me play with you a goose.
Let's go.
Let me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Player hating on the gods.
Yesterday she got up, she started ranting and raving. Then Donald Trump wants to put a tax on gasoline, a tax on food, a tax on medication, a tax on clothing, a tax on every single thing that was.
Let's go!
This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stand when I'm looking like Zeus.
Let's go!
She was taking the shots at your president.
Wow, we hit the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very, very much.
Rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus.
Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night? Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Okay, they say, why would you mention Hannibal Lecter?
Why?
He must be cognitively in trouble.
Yeah.
No.
Hit him with the remix!
Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. Insane asylum. Jack Smith. I've named him Deranged Jack Smith.
Yeah.
I wonder what his name used to be. Jack Smith. It sounds so innocent, doesn't it? Jack Smith. What's his name? Jack Smith. He's a very nice man. We were a respected country. Now the whole world laughs at us.
Right.
We're a bunch of foolish people. You don't mind if I go off teleprompter for a second, do you? Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night?
Right.
Take little shots. He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Do I still have to stick to policy? Sir, you must stick to policy. You'll win it on the border. You'll win it with inflation. You'll win it with your great military that you built that they gave away $85 billion worth.
All right, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Stay safe out there in those TikTok streets.